Yo, 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 yo. Salute, salute, salute. What's going on, people? It's your boy Jay Jordan back again with another live watch along. Well, it's the first game of the day. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone is doing well. We have the Las Vegas Aces with a 3-1 record. They've won three straight after losing on ring night in the home opener. And you have the Atlanta Dream, the last undefeated team in the WNBA. All right, people. Hope everybody is well over on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Sideline. Salute to all of y'all tuned in for some early afternoon hoops here. At least on the East Coast, it's early afternoon. So hopefully you guys are rocking out with me for this one. Ron C, what's going on, my boy? Hope all is well. Salute, salute. Hope all is well. All right, this game is on NBC Peacock. I will be watching it on Peacock because that's what I have the subscription to. Is it Grape Sunday? Nah, actually, I got some key lime, whatever this concoction is, key lime. I don't know if you call it pie or just a dessert, but that's what we got today. No grapes today. It'll be a right after the stream. I have to dip out. I have to get on over to work, so I'm glad I'm able to get at least one stream in today. All right, let's get into it. Las Vegas Aces starting lineup: Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Steph Talbot, Nalissa Smith, Asia Wilson. That's been their starting lineup to start off the season. On their bench, they have Dana Evans and Shania Barker out, both out to various injuries. For the Atlanta Dream, they're missing Ryan Howard today. She's out with an injury. And Brianna Jones is still out, but you have Jordan Canada. Tahina Pau gets to start. Alicia Gray, Naz Hillman, and ANgel Reese. Their bench looks a little weak in my opinion. Aaliyah Nye, the ex Las Vegas Ace, playing against her former team for the first time this season. So looking forward to that. Aaliyah Nye was on that championship team last season. Unfortunately, got scooped up in the expansion draft to the Tempo, was waived by the Tempo, and the Atlanta Dream picked her up. 4LC, salute. What's going on? Salute, salute. Hope all is well. Game starts at about 1:30 p.m. Eastern, so in the next 7-ish minutes or so. Wow, they actually said countdown to tip-off is in the next 19 minutes. So we have some time here until tip-off. This is the first NBC game for the WNBA since ages ago. So I think they're going big for their first NBC Peacock broadcast. Appreciate that. Salute for the like and the sub. Appreciate that. Stacy, what's going on? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. So they said about 19 minutes until tip. So that means, man, we got some time here. Hopefully my Peacock is just behind. But they say the broadcast starts at 1:30. They're doing some in studio stuff. They were showing they had Reggie Miller come on because Cheryl Miller, his sister, is on the NBC team. So it's Maria Taylor, Sue Bird, and Cheryl Miller. So they had Reggie come on and talk about how big of an influence Cheryl was to him in becoming the player he became. So that was a nice touch there by NBC. All right, now that we have some time, let's look at some news that has come down the pipeline. There were no games in the W yesterday. I didn't know what to do with myself, honestly. After I got back home, I was like, I just ended up rewatching that game from Friday between the Mystics and the Indiana Fever. If you didn't watch that one, go back and watch that one on the League Pass. That was a really good game between the Young Mystics and the championship aspiration Fever team. Mystics ended up winning that game. The final score ended up being 104-102 in overtime. You could see the Mystics how they have some ways to go in terms of maturation and development in that area, because they had a sizable lead with a minute to go and just had some bonehead plays and turnovers, and you got to give credit to the Fever. Caitlin hit some big shots and Kelsey hit some big shots as well to force overtime. What's up, Sierra? Hope all is well. Tudo, what's going on? Miracle, oh boy. Well, Miracle, gotta say, ready to watch the champs. Hope you're well. Thanks for bringing us together, Reed. Hey, of course, Miracle. Thanks for tuning in as always. Miracle's the resident Las Vegas Ace fan. And then also we're talking about this game today with the Aces and the Dream. On Friday, A'ja Wilson dropped 45 against the Sun. I think she just likes beating up on the Sun, to be completely honest with you. I think they're happy that they're moving to Houston, so they don't got to deal with this much longer as the Connecticut Sun. They may have to deal with it as the Houston team, whatever it ends up being called. US Sports Center, salute on the TikTok, salute. What's going on? A'ja ends up having an efficient 45 points on Friday. She finished with 45 points on 15 of 18 shooting, hit all 13 of her free throws. Didn't have a lot else in terms of other stats. She had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. But 32 minutes, 45 points, only missing 3 shots. I mean, knocked down 2 threes. What can you say? All right, 4LC, salute. Have a good one. Have a good one. The Connecticut Sun, they played much better. They scored 94 points in this game. They only lost by about 7 points. They started a whole different starting lineup. You had Haley Van Lith get the start. She finished with 17 points. Their bench, I guess, was much more balanced. There was no Brittany Griner in this game, no Nelson Adota. Sanaya Rivers gets moved back to the bench, and it just worked out better. She finishes with 14.7 assists. I think starting point guard Sanaya is not the way to go for Connecticut, and I think Coach Mezion recognized that after the first couple games. Aaliyah Edwards got the start in that one. She finished with only 6 points. I think she was dealing with an injury as well. And the other player, Charlize Ledger-Walker, the other player out of UCLA, 10 points there. Anissa Morrow finished with 10 points, 10 rebounds off the bench. Some other games that took place on Friday, since I didn't stream Friday, Toronto and LA played. LA ends up beating Toronto 99-95. LA gets their first win of the season. They move to 1-2. Toronto is at they fall to 1-2. Kelsey Plum finished with 27. So did Brittany Sykes in that game. It was funny after the game. The LA Sparks social media team posted a picture of the score and said "not like us," alluding to the whole Kendrick Drake beef of years ago, Toronto, LA sort of thing. So I found that pretty funny. The girl you saw in the intro, Niara Sabli, ex-Liberty player, finished with 14 points, 9 rebounds. Good to see her playing well. Also had 2 blocks, even though it didn't result in a win. The bench, for the Sparks, all 5 starters scored over 10 points, or 10 points or more, excuse me. Nneka Ogwumike finishes with 20. Off the bench, Cam Brink had 10. So they had a pretty balanced scoring there for LA. What's up, Eric? Salute. And the last game that took place on Friday was between the Sky and the Phoenix Mercury. The Sky ended up losing 91-83 to the Mercury. They were one of the only 2 remaining undefeated teams to get their first loss of the season. Rakia Jackson, though, the ex-Spark, 29 points on 10 of 22 shooting in the loss. Jovana Nogic, the Serbian, she's an undrafted rookie, 28 years old. She couldn't miss from 3. She finishes with 27 points, 6 of 11 from the field. Shot 62% from 3-point range. She hit 5 of 8 threes, made 10 of 11 free throws. She's somebody who's quietly having a really good season due to some injuries by the Mercury. No Sammy Whitcomb. I think they have somebody else out as well, and they found, just like the Liberty finds some overseas players, Phoenix international recruitment department is really good. They found Nogic, and she's been performing for them really well. All right. So we have this game that I'm doing today. Chemo, what's going on? Fantasy Dynasty, what's good? We got 4 games on the slate today after having none yesterday. I know a lot of people complain about that, but maybe there was I'm not sure exactly, but when it comes to scheduling games, a lot goes into it, and these people schedule games way in advance. It's hard to determine what's going to happen on what day. So working in TV, I tend to give it a little bit more grace than others. But today we have an early game. The game we're doing now, 1:30, supposed to be 1:30. They say in the next 10 minutes or so it'll actually start, between Vegas and Atlanta. That game, they got moved to State Farm Arena. They're not playing at that College Park Center, that 2,000 seater they be playing at. And then there's no games until 6 p.m. Another game on Peacock between Seattle and Indiana. That should be a good one. 7 p.m. on League Pass, you have Chicago and Minnesota. And also at 7 p.m., you have Toronto and LA. So those are the 4 games that we have on the docket today. Should be some good ones. The 4-way, am I streaming the game? I won't actually put the actual game on the screen because due to copyright stuff, I'll just be showing you guys live stats, giving you play-by-play of the game. What's up, cuz? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. All right, they're starting the broadcast here. Let me take a listen. This is NBC's first broadcast of the season. I'm watching on Peacock. As you can see on the scoreboard, I'll put the channel the game is going to be on there. Tudo, so you don't like Peacock with sports? I do, so I don't have to get NBC. Peacock is, I watch the Premier League soccer. I watch Premier League soccer and they be having games on Peacock. Really the only reason I had it. But now it comes in handy. I don't have to cancel my subscription halfway in the summer and resume it back in August. I'll just keep it year round. They're back in the studio with Maria Taylor, Cheryl Miller, and Sue Bird. Man, Sue Bird keep a job, boy. Sue Bird keeps a job. Respect. I respect that. Do I think AJ get 23 today? I mean, she gonna have to. Atlanta is no slouch, and they're a really good defensive team. I know they don't have Ryan Howard today, one of their better forwards. But I think Asia should get 23 plus today easily. Salute Jay Bird. Las Vegas Aces, if you're new to the W, they have 3 of the last 4 WNBA championships. They went back to back in 22-23. They lost in 24 to My Liberty, and then won last year in 2025. She's averaging Asia Wilson, that is, averaging 26.3 points a game this season, second in the WNBA. I wonder who's first. Who's averaging more than her? I guess I should look that up. Go on WNBA.com and see. That's not nightly leaders, season leaders. Kelsey Plum averaging 20. Oh, both her and Kelsey Plum averaging the same amount, 26.3 points per game this season. So Kelsey Plum, the ex Las Vegas Ace, one of the OG Las Vegas Aces. She was actually with the team when they were still in San Antonio. They're both leading the league in scoring. So to say, meant because there was a confusing with time. Oh, because of that? Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean I understand that, but their quality and accessibility for me is easy. Jaber said Carter for 15. I mean, she's one of the only other scorers. It's really her. It's really Kennedy, Asia, and Jackie will give you points as well, and then Chelsea will chip in. Looking at Kennedy Carter's stats, I forgot to mention Kennedy Carter. For those new to the W, Kennedy Carter was in the league for a number of years even before she came back to Chicago. I remember there was a time where they played Kennedy Carter. I think there was an All-Star game, and like the Olympic team was playing like some of the, I don't know if it was a college team or like some of the young and up and coming WNBA players, and Kennedy was going right at Sue Bird's noggin, cooking her boots. And so it was never an issue of Kennedy Carter's talent. It was always a issue about her off the court stuff. Kennedy Carter, she was drafted in 2020. She was the 4th overall pick to Atlanta. She spent 2 seasons there. and then went over to LA for like a piece of a season, was in Chicago, and then now with the Aces. Ron C said, Dream have no chance today. Keep dreaming. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. But in terms of Kennedy Carter's stats so far this season, Kennedy, she hasn't scored less than 15 points in the 4 games that they've played. So I'm expecting. Oh, actually, that's a lot. She had 10 points in game 1. And then since then, she had 22, 27, and then 18 against Connecticut. So we'll see what happens against the Dream today. Las Vegas wearing their Rebel jerseys, the red jersey with Las Vegas across the chest. Majority red with the white stripes down the side. Those clean, I can't lie. Those clean. They're doing the starting lineups here for the Las Vegas Aces, and I have those on your screen for you. Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Steph Talbot, Nalissa Smith, and Asia Wilson. That girl university. I'm weak. And of course, Becky Hammond is the coach. Becky Hammond is the coach. On the TikTok, I'm not gonna show the actual game. It's against copyright rules. I can't show the game. If I could, I would, but I cannot. So I'll just give you play by play and show you live stats as the game goes along. Tima, you don't like that? I think that's a nice touch. They saying the game's about to start in the next 5 minutes, y'all. That's the only thing one thing I dislike about most American sports or broadcasts is that they say the game starts at a certain time and then the game doesn't start at that time. When I'm watching Premier League, they say the game starts at 1:30. 1:30, they blowing the whistle and we getting the game started. So that's the one thing I don't like about American broadcast, most American sports broadcasts. But what can you do? What can you do, people? Salute to everyone. Jordan, make sure you leave a like, a follow, a subscription. Helps the channel out tremendously. We do watch-alongs all season long. This will be the only one of the day for me. I'll be back tomorrow and Tuesday for some more. I have to run as soon as this game is over. I have to end stream and head off to work. So unfortunately we can't do any more, but appreciate the support nonetheless. Serious, you don't get the Rebel jersey. It's basically like an alternate jersey. I mean, it's something different than the standard. All right, let's see how the oh, they jazzed up the John Tesh NBA, whatever it's called, the Round Ball Rock song. They jazzed it up for the W. It's not the same exact song. They added a couple more hi-hats and stuff. But anyways, I'm over here talking about the music. Let's get to the game. Players talking to their coaches. They still haven't introduced the Atlanta Dream players. They're playing at State Farm Arena, not their usual arena. They only play there when it's like a big game, really. ANgel Reese versus Asia Wilson, as you saw in the thumbnail. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Who do you think's gonna win this game? Who do you think is gonna win the game? Will it be the Aces or will it be the Dream? Oh, this is their first home game. I think I think this might be their first home game. So they're doing the whole bench introduction as well. That's dope. Their first game at State Farm Arena, I should say, this season. So they're doing the whole player introduction right now. Jason says Dream. Says Reese, and oh, you just want to enjoy. I understand. You playing defense there. I get it. I get it, cuz. I get it. Joy, I will not have the actual broadcast on the stream. Unfortunately, I can't. Can't have the broadcast on the stream. I'm gonna pin this comment in TikTok. Bree Jones, as I mentioned, she's out injured. I think she underwent surgery right before the season, or a month or two before the season. But she is not here. They're introducing Ryan Howard. She's in street clothes today, out with an injury. Ryan Howard is out with an injury in today's game. A concussion, actually. A lot of concussions raining down here in the W. Dominique Malunga out later today with a concussion. They gotta fix some things. Tahina Pow gets to start today for the injured Ryan Howard. Right, let me go look at it again, because I was looking at it before I came on stream. They got Jordan Canada in the building. They're introducing her now. So injuries in the W. You got Ariel Atkins of the Sparks with a concussion. She's out today. Isabel Harrison with a hand injury out today for the Tempo. You got Temi Fagbenle for the Tempo out with a shoulder injury. Julie Alamon with a hip injury out today. Aaliyah Boston is questionable with a leg injury. And then, of course, I mentioned Ryan Howard out with a concussion. Sky Digg out with an eye injury. She got popped in the eye last game. And then Dom Malunga with the concussion as well. And they lastly introduced ANgel Reese, I believe. Or is it Alicia Gray? Oh, no, she was second to last. They're introducing Alicia Gray right now. So starters are on your screen. Hopefully we can get this game started now. About to be 15 minutes after the scheduled game time, or the scheduled broadcast time. They got the ATL Hawk mascot over here doing that hold their nose and wave your hand thing. What's it called? Scuba? Sorry, y'all. I sound mad unkish right there. I sounded like a unk. Oh man. That's not y'all mascot. That's the Hawks mascot. I don't think the Dream have a mascot. Do the Dream have a mascot? Saying I'm too old for TikTok while streaming on TikTok. That's actually pretty funny. All right, y'all. Let me know your predictions in the chat. Who you think's gonna win? Who you think is gonna win this game? It's finally about to get started. At least the Aces players are on the court ready to go. As I mentioned, they're in their Rebel jerseys. I'm trying to see what the Dream are in right now. The Dream, I think they're in theirs as well. They have the big black jerseys with like peach and blue, and it has the big ATL in lowercase letters across the front of their chest. Right, game about to get started right now, people. Thanks for everyone tuning in. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, follow. Helps the channel out tremendously. Drop some gifts, some jewels, super stickers, all that stuff helps the channel out. I appreciate you guys a lot for tuning in. All right, players over here high-fiving at half court. Pseudo, thanks for the fact check. The Atlanta Dream, the only WNBA team without a mascot. That's unfortunate. Players embracing here. ANgel Reese hugs Chelsea Gray. They were teammates with Team Rose and Unrivaled. Or they are teammates. Team Rose and Unrivaled. All right, jump ball is up. And finally, we've kicked off here. At least on Peacock. Peacock is going to be behind. Streaming inherently is behind. So we'll just have to rock out with it. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Over to A'ja Wilson. A'ja Wilson, top of the key. She's guarded by ANgel Reese to start off. Steph Talbot, back to A'ja. A'ja faces up against ANgel. Steps back. Fall away jump shot. Off the rim to the right. Alicia Gray with the rebound. Alicia Gray gets it over to Jordan. Jordan down to ANgel Reese. Go back to Jordan. Jordan stops. Jordan goes baseline, goes up. A'ja Wilson with the block on one of her close friends. And Alicia Gray laying on her back on the court. Ace is pushing in transition. Chelsea Gray up for three. Cash. ANgel Reese cashes out from three. And that's a good start here for the Las Vegas Aces. Ball over here with Alicia Gray. Up top to ANgel. Left side to Naz Hillman. Hillman finds Alicia. Down to ANgel. ANgel seals. Alyssa Smith goes up. Gets blocked. But gets fouled. So ANgel Reese will go to the line for her first free throws of the game. So ANgel Reese at the line. First free throw is up and knocks it down. Second free throw is up. ANgel Reese knocks down both free throws to start this game off. Scores 3-2. Jackie Young at the point guard, guarded by Alicia Gray. She crosses half court. Finds Steph Talbot. Dive on the floor, and Te-Hina Paopao with the aggressive defense gets called for the first foul of the game. Well, the second foul of the game, first foul on the Dream. So it is Vegas ball. Scores 3-2 here. Ball over to Jackie Young. Jackie Young to Asia. Asia at the three-point line. Pivots, gets it over to Jackie. Jackie back to Asia. Asia, no hesitation for three. Oh boy, Asia Wilson. If she starts hitting that three, it's game over. It's 6-2. Two made threes by Vegas. Jordan Canada with a hezzy gets it over to Hillman. Back to Jordan. Down to ANgel. ANgel in the post, tries to spin. They stripping at the ball. She throws it out to Paopao. Paopao for three, and she knocks it down. Te-Hina Paopao with the first field goal of the game for the Dream. 6-5. Got Chelsea Gray with the ball. Chelsea Gray. Snatch crossover on Paopao. Goes into the paint. Goes up. Floater is up. Trickles in. Ace is humming along here. It's 8-5. Ball over to Canada. Right side to Hillman at the three-point line. Looking for Alicia Gray. Alicia Gray on the right. Spins back left. Goes up top to Paopao. Paopao goes behind the back. Finds Canada. Canada drives left. Comes back right. Middle of the floor at the foul line. Over to Hillman. Down to Reese. And an offensive foul by ANgel Reese trying to seal Alyssa Smith out of the paint. Hits her with the left hand and right in her face. That's a turnover here by the Dream. Ball in play here with the Aces. Chelsea Gray over to Asia at the right elbow. Faces up and wasn't paying attention. Canada comes from behind and gets the steal. Nobody home. Canada coast to coast. Lays it in. Defense to offense for the Dream. And it's 8-6. 8-7, excuse me. Ball in play with Asia. Asia at the controls here. Gets it over to Gray. Left side of the court. Behind the three-point line. Comes off the screen going right. Spins back left. Uses her size against Canada. She's in the post here. One leg fall away, middle of the floor. That's a Chelsea Gray special right there. She knocks it down. It's 10-7. Chelsea Gray with 7 of the 10 points for Las Vegas. Canada with the ball, guarded by Talbot. She spins back right, goes down, tries to drop it off to Paopao. Paopao saves it, almost a turnover. Paopao goes, and it gets stripped by Alyssa Smith. Jackie Young picks up the loose ball. Jackie Young crosses half court, gets it down to Alyssa Smith in the post. They call a foul on Hillman. And it's Hillman's first foul of the game. Cover band, salute, my friend. So it is Aces ball. Practice for my next. Nah, man. I'm not ready for the big time yet. Steph Talbot goes to the bench, first sub of the game for the Las Vegas Aces. Who checked in? Oh, Jewel Lloyd checks in for Steph Talbot. Ball inbound by the Aces, over to Alyssa Smith. Left side, and they find Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson, fade away, baseline, good. Right over ANgel Reese. Nice sideline out of bounds play, and the Aces are up 12-7. Asia up to 5 points already. Forgot to update for that for us. You got Isabel Borlase, the Australian, checks in, and a handoff is stolen, and Alicia Gray with the chase down block out of bounds. So a turnover there by the Dream. Looked like Jackie Young was going to go coast to coast. It was a turnover by ANgel Reese, trying to hand it off to Alicia. Alicia Gray chase down block with the left hand and blocks it out of bounds. Saves a possession here. They inbounded. Chelsea Gray over to Nalissa Smith. Tries to hand it off, gets poked away. Now Nalissa Smith says, I'll take it myself. Goes all the way from the 3 down the lane and lays it in with the right. It's 14-7. Jordan Canada trying to attack quickly on the other end. Out to ANgel. ANgel pump fakes for 3. Asia falls for it. Oh, ANgel, good drop off to Medina Okot, who checks into the game, and she scores. Medina Okot, excuse me. It's 14-9. Chelsea Gray playing behind the screen. Comes off the screen going left. Steps back for another 3. Here's second. Off to the left. And Alicia Gray with the rebound. And they call a moving screen by Medina. And it's another turnover here for the Dream. Why isn't this loading? I'm going to fix that at the next break on TikTok. I'm going to try to get y'all the live stats. Ball and play here with the Dream. Gets it down to Chelsea Gray in the post against Tahina Pow Pow. She stops, tries to go under, and misses off the rim. Rebound by Okot. And Pow Pow quickly up the court. Tries to attack her South Carolina alum, but she finds Okot on the roll. Another South Carolina alum, and she lays it in. So it's 14-11. So you got a lot of South Carolina representation in this game. You got Jackie Young at the 3-point line with the ball. Trying to get it to Asia at the elbow. Hillman playing tight defense, and they call a foul on Hillman. That's her second. That is her second. We have a timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor. Aces are up 14-11 with 4:48 to go here in the first quarter. So pretty action-packed first quarter. Thank God it's not a blowout yet. That's all we asked for, right? That's all we sort of asked for. So who's everyone hanging around? 14-11 is the score. Yeah, ATL getting into foul trouble early. They don't have a lot of bigs. If Hillman gets into trouble, they just have, what do they have? They have ANgel Reese, Hillman, and Medina. So that's the only 3 they have. No Bree Jones out with an injury. After that, they don't really have anyone else to come in and do a job for them. So they gotta be careful here. I mean, they got Sika Kone, but that's respectfully, that's a downgrade. And then they just have like a Leon Nye, who's not really a forward center, or Lace is not a forward center. So they gotta figure something out here. Have to figure something out. Borlase isn't tall at all. Borlase got to probably be 6'1", if that. Let's see what Borlase is. If they have her stuff here. Of course, they don't have it on ESPN. I don't know why I trust ESPN for stuff. I'm going to go on WNBA.com. Isabel Borlase, but she's classified as a guard, I believe. Yep, she's 5'11". Borlase is 5'11", so that's not going to get it done. Not going to get it done. Let me see what Underdog is saying here. Oh, Sky's a game time decision. Stand by me, have some dessert here. Tudo, so Asia should pretty much eat because of that. We'll see if they continue to go to her. We shall see. Score is 14-11, people. 14-11. All right, broadcast is coming back here on Peacock. Broadcast is coming back. They're talking about the Las Vegas Aces and their success. All right. So we're back in play here with the Aces. Jewel Lloyd gets it over to Jackie Young. Kennedy Carter has checked in, playing back in ATL, the team where she got drafted. Gets it over to Kennedy, gets downhill, throws up a wild shot, goes off the top of the backboard, and rebound by Reese. Gets it over to Canada, pushing in transition, over to Tahina. Tahina spins back out. Tahina finds Alicia on the cut. She stops short, pulls up for the midi, can't get it to go, and Alyssa Smith secures the rebound. Over to Jewel Lloyd. Jewel Lloyd, left to right crossover, goes behind the back, comes off the screen, pull up for three, way short, and Alyssa Smith with the offensive rebound, throws it out to Jewel. Touch pass to Jackie, over to Kennedy. Kennedy getting locked up by Alicia. As I say that, she blows right by her and lays it in. She hit her with a nice cross. Alicia stayed with her. Then she went left to right, right down the hill, finished at the basket. Her first basket of the game, 16-11. Jordan Canada throws it out to Medina. Medina drives across the lane, dribbles back out. No one to get the ball to. Gets Alicia on the cut, goes up, left hand scoop off the glass and scores. They call a blocking foul. She'll go to the line for the 3-point play. Alicia Gray. Call a blocking foul on Alyssa Smith. Her foot was under her when she came down and landed right on top of her foot. They called the blocking foul. She'll go to the line for the 3-point play. Snowman, salute. What's going on, my friend? Hope all is well. Oh, there we go. Stand by, guys. I'm gonna get this thing up for us here on the TikTok so you guys can see the live stats. There we go. Had an issue there. Now you guys should be good on TikTok. You can see who's the leading scorer. Score is 16-14. 16-14 as Kennedy Carter goes down the lane, misses the layup this time. Try to finish with the right on the left-hand side. Canada pushing. Out to Angel. Angel behind the 3-point line. She travels. I saw it. Fever Storm. Yeah, that should be a good one. Hopefully Aaliyah Boston plays. I hear you. Sunday's the day to get things done. I gotta go to work right after this game, so no time to take care of anything. But ball and play here with the Aces. Kennedy Carter at the controls here. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Kennedy Carter comes off the screen from ex-Dream player Cheyenne Parker-Tyus. She blows right by Okot and scores a left-hand layup. So Cheyenne Parker-Tyus, in her second season with the Las Vegas Aces after a number of years with the Dream, she gets on the board here. Alicia Gray, snatchback dribble. Pulls up for a three, in and out. Jewel Lloyd with the rebound. You got Kennedy Carter with the ball. Up top to Cheyenne Parker-Tyus. She pump fakes again. Okot falls for it again. Pow comes over and gets a nice block there. And Canada on the run here. Canada goes stop. Oh, she almost traveled. Throws it out to Okot. Wide open for three. Takes the three off the front of the rim. Fight for the rebound. And they call a loose ball foul here on the attempted rebound by ANgel Reese. You know she's going to be a beast on the boards. Yeah, Cheyenne quick, though. I can't lie. I know she was coming off of the pregnancy towards the end of last season. But she had a whole off season to get her body back into game shape, and she looked pretty quick there. I mean, Medina is not the fastest player on the court, so I guess we got to take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, without Ryan Howard, their wing defenses is struggling right now. Tahina Pow comes off the screen with the ball. Tahina throws up the floater, going off glass and scores. Drove left, throw up the floater off glass with the right, and it's 18-16. Tahina Pow with a spot start today, up to 5 points. J Polo says game of the year. Yeah, it's early, but it seems like a really good game so far. And a turnover force here by Jordan Canada, always a contender for Defensive Player of the Year from all defensive team as well. She forces a turnover. It's Dream basketball. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Aces versus Dream from State Farm Arena. First matchup of the season. Oh, and Jackie Young says, don't mind if I do, and gets to steal right back. Alicia Gray fouls her in frustration. And that's her first foul of the game. It'll be Aces ball. Kendrick says they're doing well without Howard. We'll see. It's only the first quarter. But, Ryan Howard was always good for a barrage of points. And the defense was, for the most part, always there. They don't have a lot of wing help here. And you got Naz Hillman with 2 fouls already. Kennedy Carter with the ball over to Asia. She's already hit the 3, pump fakes for 3, takes a step inside. That one's too strong. Off the back of the rim. Alicia Gray with the rebound. Finds ANgel Reese streaking. Goes up. Tries to quick layup on Wilson. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Hillman out to Canada. Off the back rim. Jewel Lloyd with the rebound. Over to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray. No look to Cheyenne Parker Tyus. Goes up. Right hand lay is good. Cheyenne Parker Tyus giving them some great minutes off the bench. And that's her 4th point of the game on layups here. Tahina Pow attacks Jewel Lloyd. Stops. Tries to reverse pivot. Throws it out to Hillman. Back out to Pow, right corner. Comes out, dribbles middle of the paint, throws up the floater again, trickles off, and they call a foul on that floater attempt. So Tahina Pow asserting herself here, and she'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Kendrick said, Jordan, who you rolling with for this game? I already took Dream spread and money line. I just see I see the Aces winning this game, to be honest with you, man. I don't know what the spread is. I don't really I didn't look at the spread, but I see Aces winning this. 20-17 is the score. Pow misses the first. We'll go to the line for the second here. Tahina Pow, second free throw is up. She knocks it down. Scores 20-18. Kennedy Carter quickly up the court. Quick crossover. Foul line jumper, Kennedy. That's dirty, man. She's so quick, you're scared of the blow by. Right to left crossover, foul line jumper is cash. She's up to 4 points here. 22-18. ANgel Reese gets fouled there on the drive by Cheyenne Parker Tyus. She'll go to the line for free throws now. We're under a minute to go here. 54.3 seconds to go. ANgel Reese going back to the line. Or going to the line for free throws, excuse me. Cheyenne Parker Tyus with the foul there. Cheyenne Parker over here talking to Alicia Gray, her ex-teammate. Who I like winning? I'm saying Aces. Saying Aces, one Twiz. Salute on the TikTok. 2.5 was the lowest. Yeah, I mean, at the pace this game is going, I can see 2.5. She makes the other free throw. It's 22-20 is the score. You got Kennedy Carter with the ball, comes off the screen, tries to go downhill, jump pass over to, what the hell is that? Oh, Bree Turner. Out to Jewel Lloyd, misses the 3. I forgot Bree Turner was on this team. Canada snakes around Kennedy Carter. They may go for a 2-for-1 here if they get a quick basket. Canada picks up her dribble over to Pow. 30 seconds to go. Pow. Nowhere to go. Out to ANgel. ANgel stop. Oh, she might have traveled. Goes up and smokes the layup. Parker Tyus with the rebound. About a second difference between shot clock and game clock here. Kennedy Carter across the timeline. Right side of the court. At half court. Guarded by Jordan Canada. 15 to go. 10 on the shot clock, though. She's dancing with the ball. Canada forcing her right. She spins back left. Jump. Oh, that was a foul. ANgel Reese. And Kennedy drops right on her shooting elbow on the help defense. ANgel Reese knocks her down, and they call a foul. So Kennedy Carter goes up. Ooh, I don't know. Angel gets the fingertips on the ball there. That looks clean up top to me. They may call the foul on Canada for having her left hand on her hip. Yeah, that foul is on Canada. That they correctly call that. And Kennedy Carter at the line for the free throw. She knocks down the first. And it's a line change of substitutions happening here. 28 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Kennedy Carter, second free throw is up, rattles in the second. 8 seconds to go here. Sika Kone checks in, finds Hillman, over to Canada. 5 seconds to go. Canada goes, gets fouled there, and one. Jordan Canada with 4.5 to go. So in the blink of an eye, Canada, one of the quickest players in the W. They get the ball to her with a head of steam. She keeps Kennedy Carter on her hip. And Kennedy Carter, a little bit too aggressive. She just scoops it up and in. And Kennedy knows it. So Canada at the line for the free throw to complete the 3-point play. Looking for her 5th point of the game. She knocks it in. 24-23. 4.5 to go here. Chelsea Gray inbounds it over to Carter. Carter crosses half court. Over to over to Jackie. Jackie way off on the 3. Almost put a crack in the backboard there. And that's how the first quarter ends. So a really competitive first quarter. Ends with the Aces on top here, 24-23 at the end of one. Canada, I think, what's Canada? A 2-time champ with the Storm? Or I think she's a 2-time champ with the Storm over with Atlanta. I think she went to LA. Now she's with Atlanta. I always liked her game, especially as on the defensive end. She's a really good guard defender. Cover bands, what's going on? What's your opinion on the new officiating being tighter? I mean, that first weekend it was rough. The first weekend it was rough, but I think players and referees are sort of adjusting now as we're into weekend number 2. So they're adjusting, and it was always going to be that way. It was always going to be an adjustment period. So I'm not too mad at it, to keep it 100 with you. Let's take a look at the box score. Let's take a look at the box score. Oh, why isn't this refreshed? There we go. Cool. Score is 24-23. You can see their games on NBC Peacock. I'm watching on Peacock, which is probably why I'm a little bit behind. Streaming is always watching games on streaming is always inherently about 30 to 45 seconds behind cable and whatnot, but what can you do? That's what they subject us to. Steph Talbot, 3 minutes, no points. Nalissa Smith with 2 points. Asia Wilson with 5 points. She knocked down a 3 already. 7 for Chelsea Gray. She had 7 of the first 10 for the Aces in this one. Jackie Young, no points yet. Cheyenne Parker Ty is back in Atlanta. 4 points for her. You got Bree Turner came in, didn't do nothing. Jewel Lloyd didn't do anything either. Kennedy Carter came in, 5 minutes, 6 points. She's brought in the game to put the ball in the hoop, and that's what she did in that first quarter. 48% from the field, 33% from 3, and they only have 2 turnovers. For the Atlanta Dream, you got Naz Hillman, 2 fouls, no points. She hasn't even attempted a shot. ANgel Reese with 4 and 2 assists. Does have 3 turnovers. Got to clean that up there. Alisha Gray with 3 points in 10 minutes. She played all 10 minutes in that first quarter. She's going to have to get a breath somewhere, but with no Ryan Howard, a lot of the scoring bulk is on her shoulders. 5 for Jordan Canada, 7 for Tina Pow Pow, who's given them some great minutes in her start. Medina Okot with 4 points. Kone and Borlaise haven't scored yet. As you can see, their bench is a little short. Aaliyah Nye and India Navarre, the only other players they can bring in off the bench. They're shooting 47% from the field, 25% from 3. And they have 5 turnovers in that first quarter. Have to clean that up. All right, salute to everyone hanging out on TikTok, on YouTube. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Helps the channel out tremendously. We'll be doing a couple watch-alongs this week. We'll be back tomorrow and Tuesday for some. Wednesday we'll probably get one in on Wednesday as well, and then Thursday, I think I'm actually gonna go to the game depending on work. I'm gonna go to the game down at Barclays between the Valks and the Liberty. Be my first game of the season. I mean, we've only played one home game this season, and I didn't get to make it to that one. So hoping I can make it to our second home game. Ball and play here to start the second quarter for the Atlanta Dream. 24-23. Canada into the paint, throws it out to Sika Kone. She can't hit the three. Oh, in and out. Naz Hillman, the one-arm rebound in traffic there. Out to Alicia Gray, right wing three, and the lead. Alicia Gray cashes out from three, gives the Dream the lead. 26-24. Jackie Young with the ball. Crosses half court, guarded tightly by Leash. Gets it right side over to Bree Turner, to Chelsea Gray in the post against Naz Hillman. I don't think that's a mismatch. And they call a foul on Alicia Gray chasing Jewel Lloyd off the screen. Second foul of the game. Leash can't get in foul trouble either. They don't have any reinforcements like that to replicate her scoring. So she's just gonna have to play it cool. 2 fouls for Hillman, 2 fouls for Gray. Ball and play to Jackie. Leash goes for the steal attempt, puts her in a bad position. Out to Jewel Lloyd, over to Kennedy. Right baseline jumper, cash. That might have been the left baseline jumper, but she knocks it down anyway. Kennedy Carter up to 8 points here. Hillman over to Leash, off the screen. Tries to drop it off to Hillman. Bree Turner pokes it away. Jewel Lloyd over to Chelsea. Chelsea, left side to Kennedy. Kennedy, snatch back out to Chelsea. Chelsea for three, knocks it down. Chelsea Gray. Now it's her third three of the game, I believe. She's up to, how many points Chelsea got? Chelsea up to 10 points here. Her second three of the game is 29-26. Hillman gets it over to Leash at the foul line. Down to Hillman. Hillman against Jackie Young. That should be barbecue. She misses. And Chelsea Gray comes in and snatches the rebound away. Over to Kennedy. Kennedy with a head of steam crossover. Stops. Corner to Jewel Lloyd. Corner three is good. I would call a timeout. And he does. Coach calls a timeout. 8-0 run by the Aces. It's 32-26. That was a quick 8-0 run too. 50 seconds. And it's a 6-point lead. Yikes. Golden Child, can I not show the game? I cannot show the game. I cannot show the game. If I could show the game, I would. We're in a commercial right now. Aces just went on a quick 8-0 run. Asia Wilson, I don't even think she's on the floor right now. Kennedy Carter. It was really Kennedy Carter, Jewel Lloyd there, and Chelsea Gray contributing to that. Hopefully, that was a good timeout there by Carl Smesko. Team was reeling a little bit. Needed to stop the bleeding before it gets out of control. To say Aces can just out talent ATL with ATL being too small. Yeah, that's true. Naz Hillman, not really a center. She's more of a power forward. So giving her the ball in the post to go to work there is not a recipe for success in large amounts. She had Jackie Young on her, tried to spin over the right shoulder and missed the layup. They go coast to coast. Leads to getting the ball to Kennedy, who got it to Jewel for the corner three. But what can you do? You got to play with the talent you have available to you. This is where Ryan Howard comes. When Alicia Gray has 2 fouls and the offensive focus going towards her, you have another threat there on the court who can help you out there. Yeah, it can get ugly quick. It really can. Just like that, 8-0, and you're down 6. Oh, hold on, y'all. Let me grab something from the screen. There we go. Let me add this over here. As I mentioned earlier, dang, I got stuff in my beard now. As I mentioned earlier, we have 3 games after this one. You have Seattle, Indiana at 6 p.m. on Peacock. You have Chicago, Minnesota, League Pass. Toronto and LA on League Pass as well. Make sure you join the Discord. Link is in the YouTube description. I think it's on my Discord, on my TikTok as well. If not, I'll put it in there. I'll probably be playing these games back in there. If you want to watch these games live, I usually, when I'm not streaming, I play some of the games back in the Discord, where you can talk with WNBA fans about the game. I'll pop in there sometimes as well. But let's resume the game at hand. 32-26, Dream with the ball. Let's see what they run out of this timeout. Canada, they look confused here. And Hillman falls. It's a turnover. That's not what Smesko would have wanted. Over to Jackie Young, yet to score. Finds Kennedy Carter, left baseline. Dancing with it. Back up top to Jackie. Back over to Kennedy on the island with Alicia. Drives left, goes up with a floater. Too strong, can't get it. Bree Turner fights for it, gets it out. Second chance point here for the Aces, as Chelsea Gray knocks down the top of the key 3. Yeah, I mean, I have to go to work to deal with that game too, though. That's the reason why I got to dip up out of here. So I'll be watching that. Hillman over to Leash. Leash top of the key, hoping to stop the bleeding here. Goes up, left hand scoop and scores over Bree Turner. Kills that 11-0 run there by the Aces. It's 35-28. Ball over to Kennedy, top of the key here. Guarded by Canada, drives right, nobody home. Angel doesn't rotate over, and Kennedy just goes right down. What's the street in Atlanta? Peachtree? Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, whatever they got over there, as she lays it in. Pow Pow over to Canada, back to Pow Pow. Pow Pow, left side of the court. 10 on the shot clock. Pow Pow dancing with it, comes off the screen, going right, finds Hillman on the roll. Nice poke away there by Chelsea Gray. She always has had good hands. And Kennedy Carter will go to the bench here for a breather. Asia Wilson checks back in. She's produced some great minutes off the bench there, Kennedy Carter. Canada, the inbound, and then and they call it offensive. Don't say it's on. Is that on Alicia Gray? Oh no, they say it's on ANgel Reese for an illegal screen. I thought it was on Alicia Gray. I was gonna say that's 3 fouls. That's not good. Ball in play here with the Aces. It's been all Aces so far in this second quarter. 37-28. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Comes off the screen going left. Pass it down to Asia. She hits the rim, and it's a turnover. She threw it like she was throwing it to Wemby.
Oh, he got me.
Cover band. Salute for the sub.
Let's go.
Ball over to Pow Pow. Pow Pow steps back for a 3, and it's short and out of bounds. Atlanta struggling to find some good offensive looks here. Struggling to find looks here. Ball in play here with the Aces. Got Jackie Young. Gets it over to Chelsea. Middle of the floor. Back out to Jackie. And a foul there by Asia Wilson. Catches Alicia Gray with a shot to a liver shot, I guess. She's hunched over in pain there. She's grabbing her stomach area. Alicia Gray will go to the bench to catch her breath. Oh, she about to throw up. She put the towel over her mouth and she ran to the locker room. It looked like knocked the Gatorade out of her stomach, unfortunately. So she's going to the bench. Canada with the ball. Canada out to Borlase. Borlase drives, stops, throws it out to Reese. Reese on the attack. That should be an offensive foul. It is an offensive foul. Bree Turner with the charge. So Angel, she's getting into foul trouble too. ANgel Reese, what's that on her? That's her 3rd. So you got 3 fouls on Reese, 2 on Hillman, and 2 on Gray. Yeah, you seen that, Empire? She put the towel over her mouth and then hunched over and headed for the showers. 9 turnovers already by Atlanta. Chelsea gets it over to Jackie. Jackie on the right side dribbles out to the top of the key here. Right to left crossover. picks up her dribble, gets it down to Asia, middle of the floor, spins on Hillman, fall away jump shot, middle of the floor, can't get it. Okot with the rebound and gets it over to Canada. Can they score here? Canada over to Borlase. Borlase out to Medina. Medina says, no one to pass it to, I'll take the three, and the Aces will live with that all day off the back of the rim. Jackie Young snakes the screen, finds Bree Turner on the roll. That's not her game. Back to Jackie. Jackie goes baseline, reverse layup, too strong. Okot with another rebound. Not chill. I can't even lie. I like some things at Taco Bell, though. Canada with the ball. Canada spins off. This should be a layup, gets fouled. It's not a layup. It's a layup attempt. And she'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Miss Jules, you think Reese plays dirty? I don't think so. Ron C said, remember to wash your hands. Imagine. Wash your mouth out too. You don't be running around with throw up breath. As Canada's at the line for 2 free throws here. Free throw is up and she knocks it down. Yeah, I think that's the game we're doing tomorrow, y'all. Washington, Dallas at 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure y'all tapped in. And Canada knocks down the second free throw. Ball in play here is 37-30. Approaching 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 7-point game over to Asia. Asia drives left. Picks up her dribble. Back up top to Jackie. Jackie drives left. Jackie snatchback dribble. Guarded by Pau. Puts her in the post. Jackie goes across the lane. Throws up the right hand hook and twirls off. And Pau tips it out to Hillman. Over to Canada. Doesn't have numbers, so slows it down. Pau right side of the court. She pulls up for a 3. They need it. Short off the front of the rim. Chelsea Gray at the controls here. Comes off that screen. And that should be a foul on Pau. Elbow is a little too high, trying to fight off Asia Wilson, snaking the screen. And she shows a little frustration there. That's her second foul. Man, they just racking up fouls here. Asia sold that one a little bit. I thought she had the elbow by her face, but it was really just by her. Alicia Gray had to throw up, came back, and she's back in the game. Guarding Jackie Young right now. Pau goes to the bench. Chelsea Gray avoids, shoots the 3 and misses. Medina taps the ball up, fight for the ball, tipped out by Borlase. I think that's Ace's ball. They corrected. They saw respectfully. They saw 2 white people touch the ball and they went with the other one. That's funny. They both got a similar hairstyle. That's funny. They both Australian too. She was like, one of the Australians tapped it out. And Asia Wilson gets fouled and won. Asia Wilson off the inbound and lets the crowd know it. Shorty saw 2 Australians and said, yeah, it was you. That's crazy. So they got, I hope they didn't call out on Hillman. That's on Okot. Yo. And then a foul on Okot on Nalissa Smith on the made free throw. And Nalissa Smith takes a shot to the face here. She's rubbing her left temple. Oh yeah, on the trailing arm, she was trying to box her out and hooked her on her face there. So it's 3rd foul on Medina Okot. You got 3 on ANgel Reese, 2 on Hillman. Yikes. That's all you can say is yikes. So Nalissa Smith will take a free throw here after that foul. Free throw is up and it's off the back of the rim. Fight for the rebound, tipped out to Borlase. And it's almost turned over by Atlanta, tipped out by Jackie Young. Ball in play here with Atlanta. Jordan Canada looking to get it to somebody. Might be a 5-second violation. She barely gets it into Hillman, who gets bumped. I was about to say they got to call that. And they do call it. Foul on Asia Wilson, trailing, clipped her legs from under her. And she'll go, Naz Hillman will go to the line for 2 free throws. Naz Hillman yet to score in this game. She's at the line. Free throw is up. Naz knocks it down. That's her first point of the game, excuse me. She's still yet to score a basket. Second free throw is up. Naz Hillman off the back of the rim. Steph Talbot with the rebound. Gets it over to Chelsea Gray. Gray backs down Canada. Crosses half court. Approaching 4 minutes to go here. They find Asia. Middle of the floor. Find Jackie at the right elbow. Too strong. Hillman with the rebound. Over to Canada. Canada right side of the court. Hand off to Leash. Leash drives right. Comes up. Oh, spins off Chelsea Gray. Goes up for the floater. And it's a foul there on Steph Talbot. And her glasses fly off her face. So Alicia Gray will go to the line for 2 free throws. She faked left, spun back right, had Chelsea Gray touching the floor there, and Steph Talbot didn't jump straight up and down. She jumped forward even though her hands were vertical. That's why they called a foul. So Jewel Lloyd about to check back into this game. Let's see who it's for as Alicia Gray's at the line. First free throw is up. She cashes out. They over here promoing America's Got Talent. I didn't even know that show was still on television. Shows how much I watch. Alicia Gray. Free throw is up. And she misses, excuse me. Rebound to Asia Wilson. Ball over to Chelsea Gray. So who checks in? Oh, Aaliyah Nye is into the game. Playing against her former team. Her first minutes of the season, Asia Wilson gets hit on the forearm. Now, it might be on Naz. That might be 3 on Naz. Yep. So that's the third foul on Naz. ANgel Reese already has 3. Okat has 3. That's all their bigs. Asia Wilson at the line for free throws. First free throw is up. She knocks it down. They're promoing Asia Wilson, 4-time WNBA MVP. Asia Wilson at the line for the second free throw. Knocks it down. 42-32, 3:42 to go here. Got Pow Pow at the controls now. So it's Tahina Pow Pow, ANgel Reese with 3 fouls. You got Alicia Gray with 2 fouls. Aaliyah Nye, her first minutes of the season. And Hillman as Leash goes straight down the lane with the left and finishes 34-42. Jackie Young, I think, still yet to score in this game. Gets it out to Asia. Guarded by Hillman. Shoots the fall away over her and knocks it down. Hillman can't play aggressive because she already has 3 fouls. And easy work there. Got Pow Pow over to Aaliyah Nye. Finds Hillman. Hillman loads up for a 3 off the rim. And ANgel Reese catches it in midair. Putback is good. ANgel Reese with her first field goal of the game. She's up to 6 points here. Chelsea Gray on the drive. Stops. Over the head pass to Jackie Young. Can she knock down a 3? No, she cannot. And Alicia Gray gets the rebound. 8-point game here. Under 3 minutes to go. Ball over to Aaliyah Nye. She was going to shoot it. ANgel Reese faces up against Nalissa Smith. Goes across the lane. Out of control there. And draws the foul on Nalissa Smith. Becky Hammond in disbelief. And ANgel Reese talking to the bench saying challenge it. So we're going to a timeout here. Score is 44-36 with 2:34 to go here in the first half. All right, people, 44-36. Let me look at the box score here. Vegas outscoring Atlanta 20-13 in this second quarter. They outscored them 24-23 in the first. Atlanta's going to need to end this quarter on a nice run to keep this game respectable. But an 8-point deficit isn't the worst, given that everybody's dealing with foul trouble too. So, something to keep in mind here. Leading scorer in the game is Chelsea Gray with 13 points for the Las Vegas Aces. Second is A'ja Wilson with 12. And then you have Alisha Gray with 11, Kennedy Carter with 10. So Aces have 3 of the top 4 scorers in this game. Looking at bench production here, that Dream only have 4 points off their bench by Medina Okot. For the Aces, you got 10 from Kennedy Carter, 4 for Cheyenne Parker Tyus, and 3 from Jewell Lloyd. So 17 to 4 is the bench scoring. Chelsea Gray still in the game. Yes, she is Golden Child. Chelsea Gray is still in the game. Aaliyah Nye, the ex-ace, getting some minutes here. Her first minutes of the season. Yet to attempt a shot yet. Excuse me. At halftime, we'll go over the box score, the team stats. We'll take a look at these future games coming. And then we'll get right back to it. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Make sure you leave a follow. Helps out. Sorry, 1 second, y'all. All right. Broadcast about to come back now. Salute to everyone hanging around for the first of 4 games on the WNBA scheduled today. First of 4 games. They're talking about today's headlines. Of course, this past season, Portland defeated New York to get their first win. Toronto defeated Seattle. Lisa Leslie to receive a statue September 20th outside the Crypto.com arena in LA. And then the Comets are returning to Houston beginning the 2027 season. There will no longer be a Connecticut Sun franchise. So remember, they challenged that last foul call. So we're awaiting the resolution here. Let's see what she got to say. The challenge is unsuccessful by the Aces. So that is the foul on Nalissa Smith. It was a foot-to-foot contact is what they described it as. Yeah, she tripped her with that trailing foot. That's where they called the foul. But Nalissa Smith up to 3 fouls, but they have backup big help here that Atlanta doesn't have as Angel knocks down the first free throw. Yeah, definitely a foul there. She was trying to protect Nalissa. Oh, my bad. I understand it, but now you don't have any challenges for the rest of the game. Angel rattles off, and Jewell Lloyd picks up the loose rebound. 7-point game here. Kennedy Carter's in the game. No Chelsea Gray. It's Jewell Lloyd, Jackie Young. Oh, it is Chelsea Gray. I see her there. Jackie out to Chelsea. Touch pass to Jewell. Same spot she hit from before, and she knocks down the left corner 3. Same spot she knocked her first 3 down from. And it's back to a 10-point game here. 47-37. Canada comes off the screen going left. Over to ANgel. Top of the key. ANgel stops. Throws it out to Leash. Gets a rescreen. Drops it off to ANgel on the roll. Touch pass to Kone. Baseline jump shot. Can't get it. Rebound to Jackie Young. Gets it over to Kennedy Carter. She loads up for a three. Shot doesn't go, but they call a foul down below on Kone. A'ja Wilson took a shot there, I guess at the back of the head or on the neck or somewhere over there. Both teams in the bonus, so it's automatic free throws here. A'ja Wilson at the line, back at the line for some free throws. Looking to extend this lead. A'ja looking for her 13th point. She knocks it down. A'ja Wilson looking for her second free throw. Crazy. A'ja's already played 9 seasons. Or this is her 9th season, I believe. Ball and play here with the Aces. Largest lead of the game, 49-37. Drops it off to ANgel. Alicia does. She goes up, pivots, goes up, and they call a travel on ANgel Reese. She got the ball, tried to pump fake, and was shuffling those feet. Ball and play here with the Aces. Kennedy Carter, guarded by Okot. Attacks, goes up. Oh, Okot smacks that back right in her face. And here goes Alicia Gray down the hill, down to Canada. Right side to Leash. Leash goes baseline, attacks A'ja, and scores. 49-39. Jackie Young over to Kennedy. Kennedy over the head pass to Jewel. Same spot as before. She misses this one now. They get lucky there, the Dream do. Let's see how the Dream close. And they almost turn it over. Jewel Lloyd pokes it away, but Canada recovers. Canada pointing out, controls her, and she almost turns it over again. Canada picks up the loose ball, goes downhill, finds Okot on the roll. She goes up, smokes the layup, gets the rebound, goes back up, and scores, though. So a quick 4-0 burst here by the Dream. It's an 8-point game. Outlet over to Jackie, throws it out to Lloyd. Over to Chelsea. Chelsea runs into a brick wall in A'ja. It's a turnover. Dream on the run here. 3-on-2. Over to Pow Pow for 3. Uh-oh, she knocks it down. 7-0 run here by the Dream to close this quarter. It's a 5-point game. They needed that badly. Carter with the ball. Kennedy Carter, guarded by Pow Pow. Carter calls for the screen, gets the screen. Nobody home. She goes up, lays it home. 51-44. 7 seconds to go here. Canada crosses half court. Canada throws up the floater off balance. Okot tries to get it, fight for the rebound. And Okot throws it up, gets blocked by A'ja, gets it up. And that's how the quarter ends. No foul there. Wow. 51-44. What a quick run there by the Dream to make it interesting. But then they give up that layup to Kennedy Carter. Don't get a shot to go at the buzzer. And we go into halftime. 7-point game, 51-44. They talking to Becky Hammond. Ace is shooting 46% from 3 in the first half, which is really good, actually. Really, really good. Kendrick says, you took Ace's first half, though. Smart man. Smart man. Yeah, Aces played a little sloppy to end that half there, so. Aces. They're still talking to Becky Hammond here. So we got about 14 and a half minutes from now. So that means about About 2:45. Not 2:45. About 3 o'clock, pretty much. I can't do math, y'all. 2:55. Jeez. All right, y'all. We at halftime. For those just joining us, we are at halftime. Score is 51-44 at the half. Stay in school, kids. Because my math was terrible there. As you can see, Vegas outscored. Kendrick, chill, chill, chill. Jason, salute for the jewels, my friend. Salute for the jewels. Appreciate you. 51-44. Yeah, definitely will. I got my water here. 51-44, 24-23. 27-21 Vegas over Atlanta. Let's take a look at their individual stats here. Steph Talbot, you got 6 minutes, 0 points. You got 2 rebounds. You got Nalissa Smith with 2 points, but I think she just picked up her 3rd foul. Yes, she did. Aisha Wilson with 14 and 2 rebounds. You got 13 for Chelsea Gray with 5 assists. And you have Jackie Young with a donut. Hope nobody put money on Jackie's books today. She has 4 assists, 0 points on 0 of 6 shooting. Off the bench, Cheyenne Parker-Tyus had that nice 4-point swing there in that first quarter. Haven't seen her since. Bree Turner came in, had some good defensive stops. Jewel Lloyd with 2 threes from the corner. And Kennedy Carter, really the bench engine there. 12 points, 5 of 9 shooting for Kennedy. 49% from the field for the Aces, 46% from 3, and 88% from the line. So they shooting real good percentages all over. Let's take a look down at the Atlanta Dream. We got Naz Hillman with a point and 3 fouls, so she has more fouls than points. Does have 5 rebounds. ANgel Reese, 7 points. She has 3 fouls as well. 6 turnovers though. Got almost more turnovers than points. It's crazy. Alicia Gray, 13 points, 6 rebounds. She has 2 fouls. Jordan Canada with 7 points, 3 assists. She has 3 steals, but she also has 2 turnovers. Tahina Pau, 10 points and 2 assists. Off the bench, they only have 6 points for Medina Okot, who also, as you've seen the theme of this, she has 3 fouls. That's funny. They showing the fans going out trying to jump off the trampoline and dunk, and this lady did it. It's harder than it looks, apparently. That's what they say. Kendrick said this game gonna fly over. It was only 172. What's the live line? The live at now for that? So that's it. 51-44 is the score. 51-44. Yeah, Chelsea Gray off to a nice hot start here for Chelsea. 13 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds in that first half. Salute Mark on the TikTok. Salute. Let's take a look at these other games that are upcoming while we're at halftime here. We got another 10 minutes or so until halftime is over. So we have the Seattle Storm and the Indiana Fever. Seattle Storm 1-2. They're 1-1 on the road. Indiana Fever, they're 1-2, 0-2 at home. Yikes! As you can see, for those of the betting persuasion, you can see the Storm, the Fever are 11.5-point favorites. Total game score is at 175.5, and you all see the money lines there. Today will be the first of 3 matchups between the Storm and the Fever. This game is in Indiana. Well, the first 2 games are in Indiana, and then they play 1 game in Seattle in July, end of July, that is. You can see the season leaders here. Don Malunga averaging 16 points and 7 rebounds a game. As you remember, the Storm have cleared house, and Don Malunga is the focal point. For those Seattle Storm fans, Awafam Tiam, she was playing over in Valencia with some of the players on the Liberty. Got Leonie Fibich and Raquel Carrera. They ended up winning the Spanish League final early this morning. They complete the 4-peat. They've won 4 straight titles over there. So our fam and those other players will be making their way over to the States soon. Jaden Melbourne leading their team in assists with 5 assists. You got Caitlin Clark leading the way with 8. Kelsey Mitchell leading the way in scoring with 25.7, and Boston with 5 rebounds. That's the injury report for that game. Tyene Amir out. Katie Lou Samuelson out. Taylor Terry out. And you got Awafam Tiam is out, and she will rejoin the team shortly. Something that I learned from looking at on social as some of the WNBA reporters is that for the players who are on developmental contracts, teams have to make their designation known at least an hour before the game if they're going to play a player in the developmental spot. So if by that time a player hasn't been declared, it's safe to assume that they won't be playing. For the Indiana Fever, Aaliyah Boston is a game time decision with a lower leg injury. So that's something to keep an eye on in that game. Mark says, what game am I looking forward to the most? This was the game I was looking forward to the most, honestly. I wanted to see the Dream. I didn't know Ryan Howard wasn't going to play leading up. I know they said she was questionable, and then she was ruled fully out with a concussion. I think if they both had their full complement of players, it would have made it a little bit more interesting, but they're making it respectable so far. Next game that's gonna be on is Chicago and Minnesota. Chicago Sky 2-1 right now. They lost to the Phoenix Mercury in their last game. And you got Minnesota with 2-1 as well. Olivia Miles, number 2 overall pick, number 5 overall pick, Gabriela Jaquez for the Sky. For those in the betting persuasion, links to the favorites, 4.5 point favorites. Total score is 167.5. Season leaders, let's see. You got Rickea Jackson leading the way with 22 points. Cardoso leading the way in rebounds with 9.7 rebounds. And Sky Dig, who got popped in the eye on Friday, she's leading the way with 5.7 assists. For the Minnesota Lynx, Olivia Miles leading in both points and assists, 16.3 points, 7 assists. And Natasha Howard leading in rebounds with 7 rebounds a game. The first of 3 matchups between these two teams, Oh, they show Caitlin Clark walking in. She got like a crop top on, showing off the stomach. Okay, I see you, girl. 3-game matchup between 3-game series between these teams. They play today. They play again end of the week, and then they play next week on the 29th. So that is the matchup between these teams. And the last matchup of the night, there. This game is going to be on League Pass, just like the last one will be as well. Toronto Tempo 1-2 record. LA Sparks 1-2 record. Somebody's getting their second win tonight. According to the odds here, Sparks are 7.5 point favorites. The over-under is at 173.5, and then y'all see the money line there. They already played once already. As we mentioned, the Sparks beat the Tempo 2 days ago, 99-95. They will play again today, and then their final matchup of the season will be June 25th on Prime Video. Looking at the leading scores, you got Marina Mabry with 20 points per game. She is shooting 38% from the field, which isn't the greatest, but you got to put the ball in the basket. Somebody got to shoot it. Niara Sabally leading the way with 6.7 rebounds. And Brittany Sykes leading the way with 5 assists. For the Sparks, we got Kelsey Plum tied for the leading scorer in the league with 26.3 points per game. 6.7 rebounds for Neko Gumake and 5 rebounds for Kelsey Plum. 5 assists for Kelsey Plum. All right, so we went through all of that. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule in the W while we were waiting for halftime to be finished. Salute to everyone hanging around. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Still waiting for halftime to be done. So tomorrow we have Washington and Dallas at 8 p.m. on Peacock, NBC Sports Network, and you also have Connecticut and Portland. That game is on League Pass. We will be doing the Washington and Dallas game on Peacock, so make sure you're subscribed and you're back in the chat tomorrow. On Tuesday, we have Toronto and Phoenix. Only one matchup. That game's at 10 p.m. start. On Wednesday, we got a bunch of matchups. Portland and Indiana, Dallas and Chicago should be a good one. Connecticut and Seattle. We may do that Dallas and Chicago one, so be on the lookout for that. Thursday, I should be going to this game, Golden State versus New York down at the Barclays Center. Be my first game of the season. And then on Friday, we have a 3-game slate on Ion, Dallas, Atlanta, Golden State, Indiana, and Connecticut and Seattle. And finishing off the week with Minnesota and Chicago, Portland and Toronto, and Los Angeles and Las Vegas. All right, so that's the schedule. That is the schedule for the week. Be on the lookout for watch-alongs coming all week long. All righty. Waiting for the second half to start. Feels like these timeouts are taking for these halftime breaks have been taking forever this season. Don't mind me just having a midstream snack. Put up the box score for y'all. Put up the team stats actually. Conrad said tomorrow night, Washington at Dallas. It will be Kitron versus Paisley. That's funny. All right, we're good there. Nice little snack break as we wait for the second half to start. Waiting for the second half to start here. Salute for the Jules. Kendrick, salute, salute. Stay hydrated. Definitely will, my boy. Appreciate that. Yeah, wash all this sweet key lime pie down. Alrighty. Good to go. Half times feel like forever. Just showing commercial after commercial. Oh, salute from H-Town. Y'all getting y'all team next year. Should go definitely check out a game whenever they come. All right, finally. They coming back? Oh my gosh. Oh yes, I think they coming back. Word. R.I.P. Kim. Them comments seen back in the day, boy, I tell you. Problem. They stopped my team from winning the chip. Yeah, Kendrick, I definitely do. Definitely do, my friend. All right, finally the broadcast is coming back. My goodness. They got Sarah Kustok and Noah Eagle on the call. Man, Noah's gonna be working all summer, all winter. I hope this man get some time off to rest his voice. All right, players are back on the court. Players back on the court. Excuse me. All right, let's get this party started, y'all. We're back in live game action here. Ball and play here with JC, Jordan Canada. Starters on the floor for both teams. Looking, yep, it is. Canada gets downhill, throws it out to Hillman. Looking for Reese. Can't get it to her. She's been in the lane for like 3 seconds. Got to get out of there. Over to Hillman. Back over to Canada with 5 on the clock. Crossover. Stops. They leave her open like 10 feet out, and she knocks it down. (51-46). Ball over to Nalissa. Chelsea finds Jackie Young on the back cut. She's yet to score. Out to Nalissa Smith. That slow pull-up. They'll live with that all day long. And twice on Sundays. Rebound to Canada. Over to Alicia Gray. Over to Nas. Nas loads up. Right corner three. Can't get it. Too strong. Steph Talbot with the rebound. Over to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray drives right. Comes back left. Gets it over to Steph. Left corner to Jackie Young. Over to Asia. Left side. Back to Jackie. Jackie steps behind for a three. Can't get it. Rolls in and out. Nalissa Smith offensive rebound. Out to Chelsea Gray. Knocks down the three. Second chance points. Always a killer here. And is back up to an 8-point game. 16 for Chelsea. Canada down to Hillman. Hillman goes up and gets blocked. And she wanted a foul. Didn't get it. So it is Atlanta ball still off after that block. Over to Pow Pow, off the catch, the shot, the three, it's off. Rebound, Jackie Young. Jackie Young. Gets the screen going left. Gets the rescreen going right. Steps behind for a three. Can she get on the board? No, she can't. She can't throw a rock in the ocean. Steph Talbot, offensive rebound, putback, can't get it. Nalissa Smith, one hand putback is good. They're getting killed on the boards down there. Canada with the ball up top to Alicia Gray. Transition three off to the left. And it's a 10-point game here. Asia Wilson with that rebound. Chelsea down to Nalissa Smith. Goes up and scores. Gets fouled and won. (7-0) run in the last 45 seconds. So Atlanta ends the second quarter on a run. Vegas comes out and returns the favor, pushes the lead back up to double figures. Third foul on Alicia Gray and a short free throw there on Nalissa Smith. Canada quickly up the court, in and out dribble, snakes around everyone, guarded by Talbot now, tries to go baseline, gets cut off. Canada gets the screen, over in the hill to Pow Pow. Pow Pow gets downhill, and that's a foul, and draws the foul on Asia Wilson. Clever move there by the second-year player out of South Carolina. She'll go to the line for free throws. Asia Wilson looks at the bench and says she's good. She's good. Don't take her out. Pow Pow, first free throw is up and good. Second free throw is up and knocks it down. So it's 58-48, back to a 10-point game. Jackie Young up to Chelsea. Chelsea turns, faces the basket, looking for Jackie down low, can't get it to her. Chelsea slips and falls, picks up the ball off the floor. No way she gets it to Jackie Young. Hands it off to Nalissa Smith. And Nalissa Smith. Wow, it was like some Harlem Globetrotters move right there. People bumbling and stumbling. And somehow the ball finds its way to Nalissa right in front of the rim. ANgel Reese shoots a three short. And the dream just out of ideas. Out of ideas. Ball down to Asia. Faces up on Angel. And behind, Jordan Canada gets a steal again on her. It's a 2-on-1. Canada over to Alicia Gray, goes up. Right hand layup is good. So that's the second time Jordan Canada has snuck up on Asia Wilson and stolen the ball from behind. Alicia Gray up to 15 points. Out to Asia. Asia for three. Oh my gosh. Asia Wilson, another three. That's her second three of the game. 63-50. Bruh. Every year she adds something new, man. Scary. Jordan Canada with the ball over to Alicia Gray. They're giving her the right. She takes the right, tries to draw a foul. They don't call it. And oh, Jackie Young is sitting on her shoulders there. They're both in the backcourt. Chelsea Gray is 4-on-4 down here to find Jackie Young. Jackie Young on the catch and shoot, and yeah, she can buy a bucket, y'all, if you gave her the bread. Jackie 0 for 9. Alicia almost loses it. Throws it out to Canada. Canada, they need it for 3. Off the back of the rim, Angel Reese. Offensive rebound goes up and misses the putback, and it's out of bounds. Tips off Angel, and it's Vegas ball. Liz, what's going on? Ball and play here with the Aces. 63-50. They're being outscored 12-6. 12-6 in this quarter. Jewel Lloyd is checked in, gets it to Asia at the left elbow. She faces up, hands it off to Jackie. Can Jackie buy a bucket? They call a foul on Alicia Gray. That's her 4th. That's 4 fouls on Alicia Gray. Eddie, what's going on TikTok? He said Angel Reese over 5.5 offensive rebounds. Angel Reese has 2 offensive rebounds right now. I don't know. Yeah, I hear you, Liz. Right after this game, I got to go to work myself, so I totally get that. 63-50, ball in play here. They checked in India Navarre, the rookie out of North Carolina, is getting some minutes here. Chelsea Gray, corner 3, and she had a hop in her step as she knocked that down. Largest lead of the game at 16. Chelsea Gray with 19. Canada goes under the basket, throws it out to Hillman. Back to Canada. Canada drives left. Canada into the paint, out to Angel. Travel. I saw it. I didn't know if they were going to call it. And she travels in the corner. She tried to pump fake for 3, and she shuffles her feet a lot. That's the 3rd time she's done it tonight. Asia Wilson brings the ball across half court. That's something new. Chelsea Gray with the handoff to Jewel Lloyd. Almost poked away. Back to Chelsea. Pump fakes. Step back. 3. Another one off the front of the rim. And, Navarre gets popped in the face. She's a good guard rebounder. Indian Navarre. Outlet up to Nas. Nas on the attack. Drops it off to Angel. Goes up. She smokes the layup. And she wanted a foul. And does Aces save it? She's arguing with the refs. And they have numbers here. Jackie over to Asia. Oh, she traveled. Call that. It looked like she traveled, but they call a foul. And that's on Pow Pow. She's about to get a tech here. If she don't calm down, Angel Reese. Angel Reese going to go to the bench. Frustration taking over. She said it's effing crazy. It's not looking good for the Dream. The Dream has died here in the second half. And Angel Reese rattles a free throw in and out. So Angel Reese takes a seat on the bench. She's been out there just doing cardio and fouling, unfortunately. She's only hit 1 field goal. She's 1 for 6, knocked down 5 of her 6 free throws. Asia Wilson has just passed her coach on the all-time WNBA scoring list as Okot smokes a layup. This is getting bad from where Chelsea Gray tried to get it to Kennedy Carter, and I don't think they were on the same page there. It turns into a turnover. We have a timeout on the floor here, 67-50. It has gone from good to bad to worse here for the Dream. Yikes. Yikes. That's all I can say, y'all. This one is, in the words of Chris Paul, ish got bad real quick, and it has got bad. I did say Aces win. I don't see the Dream winning this game. 16-6 in the third quarter here for the Aces with 4:44 to go. And it's a 17-point lead. You got 15 for the Dream. You got 15 for Alicia Gray, but she has 4 fouls. You have 12 for Tahina Pow Pow. She has 3 fouls. Medina Okot with 6 off the bench. She has 3 fouls. The only person without multiple fouls is Jordan Canada. She has 1 foul. RC, what's good, my boy? Yeah, ever since halftime, stuff got bad real quick. Yeah, I don't know what happened at halftime, but it's terrible. Yeah, I did say Angel got 7 turnovers. A bunch of them have been on travels. It's not looking good. That's all I can say, y'all. Not looking good. But we gonna hang out anyway. Thanks for everyone hanging out here on this Sunday afternoon here on the East Coast. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new here. We'll be back the rest of the week for the most part with some more watch-alongs for some interesting games. So make sure you're tapped in. You're following on TikTok. You're subscribed on YouTube. So you don't miss out on any WNBA action. It's the only game I'm doing on the watch-along today. I will put the rest of the games, well, not the rest, but a majority of the games in the Discord. There's 3 games left. Definitely that 6 p.m. game will go in there. And then one of the 7 p.m. games I'll put in there as well. Probably Chicago, Minnesota, since Toronto, LA just played. So join the Discord. Link is in the YouTube description. I did say I was going to put it on the Discord for those who want to join. Let me see if I can grab it on one of my pages over here. Broadcast is coming back now. Finally, it felt like they were taking forever. I'm gonna put it in the TikTok chat. Join the Discord. A'ja Wilson up to 5,842 points, passes Becky Hammon. Asia's now 19th all time in scoring. She'll definitely probably get to like 15th, 16th by the end of the season. Ball and play here with the Dream. They're going to need more than a Dream to try and come back in this game. Ball down to Okot, faces up on A'ja. South Carolina on South Carolina. She scores, she gets fouled, and she'll go to the line for the 3-point play. So Medina Okot goes right at South Carolina alum A'ja Wilson, and she scores, gets fouled, and that's 4 fouls on A'ja. I don't know what's happening here. Now, I thought they were waiting, but now A'ja Wilson checks out with those 4 fouls. Who checked in there? For Cheyenne Parker Tyus checks in, gets her finger on the ball, and stays Atlanta Dream ball off the missed free throw. Damn, my nose itching. A'ja Wilson with 18 points on 5 of 8 shooting. Ball in play. Navarre gets it to Okot over to Alicia Gray. Alicia Gray drives left over to Navarre. Navarre drives baseline, gets by Jewel Lloyd and gets fouled from behind. And India Navarre will go to the line for 2 free throws. India Navarre was hoping that she fell a lot, and the Liberty were able to get her in the 3rd round, but the Atlanta Dream scooper was looking for I compare it to like a mini Benijah. Navarre at the line, first free throw is up. That's the one area she does not play like Benijah. She sucks at free throws. For a guard, she shoots like 60% from the line. Navarre misses both free throws. And the Aces with the rebound. I was over here. I just spaced out for a second. Kennedy Carter. Now Navarre's guarding her. She got her on that island. She steps back for the 3 and buries it. Kennedy Carter, top of the key 3. They went under because they're scared of the drive. And she loads up and fires. 15 for Kennedy. You got Canada at half court. Gets it to Alicia Gray on the curl. Foul line jump shot over Parker Tice. Navarre skies in for the offensive rebound. Out to Alicia. She takes another three. That's a foul by Carter on the three-point attempt. And Gray will go to the line for 3 free throws now. She hits her on the hand. There wasn't any body. She smacks the hand past the follow through. So Kennedy Carter makes a 3, and now she gives away a foul on a 3. Alicia Gray first free throw is in and out. Kennedy's probably like, ball don't lie. ANgel Reese, sorry, not ANgel Reese, Alicia Gray at the line for the second. Knocks down the second. Yeah, Empire. She sort of put a little extra sauce on that. And Alicia Gray at the line for the third free throw. She has 16 points. Third free throw is up, but she knocks down 2 out of the 3. 16-point game, people. 16-point game. 70-54. Under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Kennedy Carter with the ball. Carter comes off the screen, going downhill, attacks, gets fouled, and won. So she gave up the 3, foul, and she said, I'm going to get it right back, coach. I got you. She's been feasting on that same play all game long. They screen her going to her dominant right hand, goes down the lane, draws the body contact on Medina Okot, finishes at the basket. The basket, excuse me. Kennedy Carter completes the 3-point play. 18 for Kennedy. I know somebody asked me, will Kennedy go over 15? There's your answer. You got Canada with the ball. Over to Navarre. Navarre down to Okot. Ball gets tipped. Okot tries to save it. It goes off Kennedy and out of bounds. Stays with the Dream. Steph Talbot checks back in. Chelsea Gray checks back in as well. Canada goes to the bench. It looks like Pow Pow comes in. They find Naz Hillman in the post, attacks Steph Talbot, tries to scoop it up, and rolls off the back of the rim and off. Kennedy Carter with the rebound. Carter comes off the screen going right. Over the head pass to Parker Tice. She can't hit the 3. She misses the 3, though, on this attempt. Okada over to Pow Pow. Tahina crosses half court, going to her right. Handoff to Alicia Gray. Fakes the load up from 3 from the wing. Oh, almost travels. Spins back right, guarded tightly by Jackie Young. Handoff to Naz Hillman. Over to Navarre. Navarre on the attack. Stop. Drops it down to Okada. Good pass. Good finish. So the nice rookie connection there between Navarre and Okada leads to an easy layup there. Oh, Sierra, welcome back. I think once you left, it went downhill. Oh, and Kennedy just loses the control of the ball. Navarre picks up the steal. Navarre finds Pow Pow. Pow Pow drives right baseline, goes under the basket, comes out on the other side. Okot back to Pow Pow. Pow Pow dribbles left, steps back for a 3 they needed, and she rattles it in. And it's 73-59, approaching 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Kennedy over to Parker Tice, left side to Jackie. Jackie plays behind the screen. Oh, goes to the pass over to Jewel Lloyd, wide open for 3, doesn't pay off. Okot with the rebound. And Atlanta with a chance to cut into this deficit. Alicia dribbles into a pile. Over to Pow Pow, wide open for 3. Oh, she misses it. That would have been a big momentum swing there. Let me sit back down. 73-59 here. A minute and a half to go. Kennedy playing with it at the elbow. Picks up her dribble. Throws it over to Jewel, who bails her out. Jewel Lloyd on the drive. Navarre gets a strip and steal. And Hillman picks it up. Hillman, one-on-one with Steph Talbot, spins. Left hand lay is good. And a timeout called by Becky Hammond. I got to give him a round of applause there. That is Navarre with the hustle there, the rookie, saying, Coach, give me some more minutes. Gets to strip on Jewel Lloyd. We get on the break. Naz Hillman goes coast to coast. spins and finishes with the left hand lay on Steph Talbot. Yeah, Sierra, you might be the charm. You shouldn't have never left, because once you left, Ish got bad real quick. Alrighty, so we got some momentum here for the Atlanta Dream. Nice little run. And then making things interesting. A 12-point deficit now. 12-point deficit. Let's see if they can inch a little closer to end this third quarter. Good timeout by Becky, though. She was like, y'all playing games. If you are just joining, game filled with foul issues. For the Dream, you got Naz Hillman with 3 for ANgel Reese, 4 for Ali Shagray, 3 for Pow Pow, Okot with 4 as well. For the Aces, you got 4 from Asia Wilson and 3 for Nalissa Smith. Jewel Lloyd also has 3 as well. So foul trouble galore here. But listen, it's a close one. 122 to 122. I said 122. 122 left in the third quarter. I'm bugging. 122 left in the third quarter. So ANgel Reese coming back in the game for the remaining minute of this quarter. If I was coach, I'm leaving that same lineup in, bro. You tripping. I'm leaving that same lineup in. You got us to this point. Let's see how much more I can get out of you. But listen, I ain't the coach. So it's Canada, Kone, Navarre, Reese, and Pow Pow. Jewel comes off the screen for 3. It's off. And Reese with the rebound. Now ANgel Reese pushes it up the court. Over to Canada. Canada would have had the steam. Back to Reese. Reese over to Navarre. Navarre attacks baseline. Gets fouled by Talbot. And that should be bonus shots. But Navarre's not a good foul shooter. Steph Talbot and Navarre collide knees there. But Navarre, as I mentioned, in college, she was like a 55% foul shooter. Let's see what she can do here. And she rattles the first one in and out. Navarre, second free throw, it rolls in and out. And they call a lane violation. Navarre has left 4 points here at the line. That's a killer right there. That's an 8-point game if she knocks him down. They're probably about to take her out right now. Oh no, they're keeping her in? I don't know who the sub is for. Okone comes out. I don't know if it's a stoppage of play right here. I don't know what's going on. They just showing Kennedy and Steph Talbot trying to inbound the ball. I think there's something off with the clock. They're trying to review the clock for the right time here. Did they get it right? All right, so it's 58.8 to go. Ball and play with Kennedy. Kennedy with 18 gets it over to Cheyenne Parker Tyus. Parker Tyus faces up on Reese, rips across, spins middle of the floor, steps through, can't get it to go. ANgel Reese with the rebound, gets it over to Canada. Canada cross court to Leash. Leash on the drive, gets cut off by Talbot. Throws it back out to Navarre. And dangerous pass. Pow Pow gets it. Pow Pow steps back for a 3. They need it off the front of the rim. Reese offensive rebound, put back. She smokes it. Tipped out to Navarre. 10 on the shot clock. Excuse me. Canada comes off the screen. Canada downhill for the scoop. Blocked by Parker Tyus. Fight for the rebound by Reese. And what's the call? And it's a loose ball foul on the Aces. Is it on the Aces? Yeah, I think it's on the Aces here. It's on Kennedy Carter. I didn't really see it there, but good defense there by ANgel. Gets the block on Parker Tyus. She just got to finish around the basket. She has to improve that part of her game. As she knocks down the free throw. 73-62. 8 points, 7 rebounds for Reese. 9 points and 7 rebounds now for Reese. Ball over to Kennedy Carter. Shot clock is turned off. 8 seconds to go here. Carter walks across half court, guarded by Canada. Canada drives right, gets around. Carter gets fouled on the jump shot by Canada with 0.6 on the clock. You can't do that. Canada guarded Kennedy, forced her to her right. Kennedy with the snatch back at the right elbow, raises up into the jump shot and gets fouled on the jumper. Come on, Jordan. Killing momentum. Carter knocks down the free throw. 19 for Kennedy. Subs coming in. Hillman comes in. And Alicia Gray comes out. Took your free throws up and knocks it down. And Navarre at the buzzer throws it up with one hand. Can't get it to go. Kennedy Carter leads the league in bench scoring, averaging 19 points off the bench. She's scoring more points off the bench. 4 more points off the bench for Kennedy Carter than the next closest competitor. As we go to the fourth quarter, do the Dream have one more push in them to steal a win here at home? Sierra says our defense is crap. Yeah, you need a mindfulness coach. That's funny. Yeah, I mean y'all missing Streaky Ryan. So I'll shoot y'all some bail there. If you had a Ryan, things could look a little differently. But we shall see. Salute to everyone still hanging around. Yeah, the Dream just can't beat the Aces. That's really what it is. They struggle against the Aces. Remember last year when they were complaining, they were like, I think Ryan was complaining that basically everybody, when they play the Aces, it sounds like an Aces home game. Because I think the University of South Carolina buses people down to watch the Aces when they come to town. So she was complaining about that. Chemo says 19 points per game is not a bench player. I mean, maybe she scored 19 because she comes off the bench. And the thing is with that is like, who do you bench for Kennedy? You're not benching Chelsea. You bench Jackie. You can't. I don't think Becky's gonna want to run a 3-guard lineup out there. But Kennedy instead. I mean, Steph Talbot's the easy choice, but Steph Talbot is a taller, bigger body that can play that forward position. Instead of you having 3 guards out there, Kennedy Carter's probably like 5'10", 5'11". Yeah, no, not even. Kennedy Carter's 5'9". Tudo said, Jay, how was the 2 runs to end the second and third quarter for ATL? They were good. They did good things on those runs. They went on like 8-0 runs, but then they gave up a last second shot. Salute for the Jewels, Mads. Appreciate you. Salute for the Jewels. Run the Jewels. If you know, you know. Sierra said I summoned Maz, but I'm unhappy because she's your ops. Oh. Maz probably either working or made a trip to the casino or something. Golden Child, what's going on? J Hope says bench Jackie, she's been horrible. Yeah, she's been putrid, to be polite. 0 points, 0 of 9 shooting, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. I hope nobody bet on her today. That's crazy. Close games this season. Minnesota Dream won by 1 in that comeback win. Then they won by 5 against Dallas. So like, maybe we have another one tonight. We'll see as the fourth quarter kicks off, people. Salute to everyone hanging around. Fourth quarter, 12-point game, 75-63. They get the ball down to Nalissa Smith. Alicia Gray doesn't want to get a foul. She just lets her have it. It's 77-63. So it's Canada, Pow, Reese, Leash, and Navarre on the court. Ball out to Navarre. Navarre pump fakes for 3, gets downhill, throws up the floater off the front of the rim. Can't get it to go. Nalissa Smith over to Kennedy. Kennedy guarded by Canada. Right side of the court. Tries to drop it down. It's deflected and stolen. That's why they don't make Kennedy pass. She just turns it over. Leash with the ball. Turns around. Nobody home. She just takes the foul line jumper and it's off. I know you did, Mads. I know you. A little bit. ANgel Reese, not ANgel Reese, Asia Wilson checks back in. And a foul there by Pow on the rotation to get the ball down to Smith. She scores the basket and looking for the 3-point play. That's what happens when all your bigs are in foul trouble. But they found a mismatch there. Pow tries to come over on the rotation. Too little, too late, literally. Nalissa Smith up to 12 points, looking for point number 13 here. Free throw is up, and she cashes it in. 80-63 is the score, under 9 minutes to go here. 17-point game. Got Leash. Canada gets over to Reese, over to Leash. Right side of the court, down to Reese. Reese against Asia. She dribbles back out. Now she tries to repost. Gets it back to Pow. Pow drives baseline, gets fouled from behind by Jackie Young. Jackie Young, she's seen better days. Yeah, that's a foul, Jax. You smacked her on that right elbow trying to get the block. So Pow at the line for 2 free throws. Tahina Pow, second year out of USC. Also played at the University of Oregon, I believe. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Got the start today for the injured Ryan Howard. And she has produced as best as she could as she misses the second free throw. 80-64. Ties her career high with that last made free throw, Tahina Pow. Asia over to Smith, over to Jackie. Jackie still hasn't scored yet. Jackie with the ball, dribbles right, back out to Asia, over to Jewel. Jewel, off balance jumper at the foul line, can't get it to go. Pow with the ball, crosses half court. Pow over to Jordan, over to Nas. Nas loads up for a 3. They need it. Can't get it, and ball fought for, but it picked up by Jackie Young. Young over to Jewel. Jewel down the hill, goes over the left hand scoop, and they call a foul. So Ace is back to the line. That's, what's that, 4 on Hillman or 5 on Hillman? That's 4 fouls on Nas Hillman. Lloyd at the line. First free throw is up, rattles out. And Jewel knocks down the second. 81-64 is the score. Canada with the ball. Dream got to do something quickly. Ace's bench outscoring the Dream bench 31-10. Alicia Gray on the back cut and smokes the layup. Jackie finds Asia. Asia's playing with 4 fouls. Over to Kennedy. Kennedy for 3. Off the rim and hits the shot clock. And it's out of bounds, excuse me. Ball in play here. Crossover with Jordan Canada. Canada over to Malisha Gray, who goes down the lane and lays it in with the left. Alisha Gray up to 19 points. A'ja Wilson goes into the post against ANgel Reese. Goes across and gets the ball stripped. And Becky Hammond wanted a foul there. Canada goes over to Pow Pow. Pump fakes for three. Out to Hillman. Over to Leash. Leash, top of the key. Comes off the screen. Gets downhill. She scoops it with the right and gets fouled this time. So Alisha Gray will go to the line for free throws. And Alisha Gray knocks down the first free throw. Second one is up and good. Ball in play here with the Aces. It's 81-68. Aces with the ball. A'ja gets it over to Jackie. Back to A'ja. Back to Jackie. Jackie drives left. Can she get on the board? I'm starting to feel bad for the young lady. She can't buy a bucket. She's 0 for 10. Gets it over to Okot. Over to Pow Pow. Pow Pow on the drive. Dribbles back out to three. Pow Pow drives left. Down to Okot. Ball bumbling around. Okot picks it up. 8 on the shot clock. Okot in the post. Dribbles out. Over to Canada. Gets it down to Reese. Reese has to spin around A'ja. And she dribbles out of bounds. 81-68. They quickly inbound to avoid any challenges. They get it up to Jackie. Jackie tries to drive. Pow Pow picks her pocket and goes coast to coast. Goes up and gets blocked from behind by Jackie. She's having a stinker, to be completely honest with you. 81-68. Jackie Young 0 for 11, but she does have 6 rebounds, 7 assists, contributing in other departments, but that was a good chase down block. Oh, ball in. Fight for the rebound between Smith and Reese, and Smith rips it around. Canada from behind gets the steal. So it's going back and forth here. Canada over to Leash. Leash sets up for a three. Nope. And rebound to Jackie Young. 81-68. Under 6 minutes to go here. Jackie, another miss. Jeez. Jeez, bro. It's painful. Canada with the ball. Goes downhill. Tries to attack. Gets under the basket. Nowhere to go. Gets it out to Leash. They look so confused here, the Dream do. Leash goes into the mid post against Jackie. Goes up. Throws up a floater. High off glass. Gets fouled. And one. Wow. So so they have a timeout on the floor. When we come back, Alisha Gray will shoot their free throw for the 3-point play. Dream making a late surge here with 5:21 to go. Wow, 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 people. Wow, wow, wow. All right, sorry, I'm over here looking at this commercial. I'm such a consumer. All right, y'all. Salute to everyone hanging around on the stream. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe here. Let's get the likes up. And let's get the follows up as well. We'll be back tomorrow. As soon as this game is over, I have to get off stream. So I appreciate everyone who's tuned in, who's popped in and out, who's stuck around. Hopefully the dream can make this, make this interesting. Tuno says, Jay, how many missed free throws ATL in that third quarter? Yeah, Navarre missed 4, which could have put it at single digits. Yeah, they missed a bunch. They've missed 10 free throws tonight. They're 22 for 32. You add 10 points on, and it's a different game here. Golden Child, who's my favorite W team? They right on the backgrounds behind me, my friend. The New York Liberty. That's my squad right there. We're still in commercial right here, guys. Still in commercial. Nah, you work for NBC. NBC and DraftKings are bet partners, so somebody got to do the reads. Or Sierra, all you got to do is that is true, Sierra. You put a catchy beat on something, and you got me locked in. Golden Child, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. That's the squad. That. They're showing a throwback or a highlight reel of the first ever WNBA game between the Liberty and the Sparks. We beat the Sparks 67-57. Those were the good old days. No, this isn't the Dreams Normal Arena. This is the arena where the Hawks play. They usually play at a college arena that sits like 2,000 people. I'm exaggerating, but they don't sit a lot of people. But this is like their home opener. This is their home opener. I shouldn't say it. It's like it is their home. Alicia misses the free throw. There he goes, people. Missed 11 free throws tonight, and you're down by 11. Make it make sense. They've shot 33 free throws. The Aces have shot 17. Jewel Lloyd comes off the screen. That looked off. Fight for the rebound. Navarre is in, and she gets the rebound. Steals it away from Chelsea. Navarre hands it off to Pow Pow. Pow Pow dribbles back out to 3. Pow Pow over to Navarre. Navarre down to Hillman. Hillman. Oh, you miss Alicia Gray. Hillman spins and gets fouled. She had Alicia Gray right under the basket. Wow, wow, wow. $81-70 is the score. Hillman at the line for 2 free throws. Listen, the free throws have kept them in it, but it's also kept them out of it as well. Hillman, first free throw is up. She cashes out. Yeah, so yeah, what Chemo said, it seats 7,000. Second one is in and out. Alicia Gray gets the offensive rebound. They can have a run here. Navarre pump fakes for 3. Oh, snakes in. Oh, drops it off to Okot. The flyby is good. Uh-oh. We might have a game on our hands, people. What's that? A 9-0 run? Yep, 9-0 run by the Dream. 8-point game here. Chelsea Gray, she's been quiet. That should be an offensive foul. It is. Oh, Chelsea Gray knocks the 3 down, but it doesn't count. Offensive foul on Nalissa Smith. Let me sit up in my chair right quick. We might have a game on our hands, people. 81-73. Nalissa Smith moving screen, yeah. Ball in play here with the Dream. You got Pow Pow with the rock. Over to Hillman, faces up. Hillman, down to Okot. That's barbecue chicken. Okot faces up on the right baseline. Okot goes under the basket, reverses, goes up, scores. Uh-oh. 81-75. 4 minutes to go. ANgel Reese is not in the game. You got Navarre, Pow, Hillman, Gray, and Okot, and a timeout by Becky. Knees weak, palms sweaty, mom spaghetti. Aces have to talk it over here. And listen, the rookies have been putting in work. It's been Okot and Navarre. Navarre been doing really good on chasing rebounds down, playing on-ball defense. Okot down low, grabbing rebounds and finishing layups at the basket. Okot up to 14 and 10. Double-double for the rookie. Navarre hasn't scored. She's missed 4 free throws, but she has 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a block in her 8 minutes. So you got to salute the rookies for keeping them in it. And on a night where their bigs have dealt with foul trouble, no Ryan Howard, and they taking the champions to the brink here. Chris said he needs ANgel at 12. ANgel got 7 rebounds. I think Smesko might just rock with this lineup, though. ANgel hasn't had a good game at all. She has 9 points, 8 turnovers. She's a minus 16 on the court right now. But Canada's worse. She's a minus 23. So we got a good game on our hands, people. Salute to everyone tapped in. Make sure you leave a like. Leave a follow on the Twitch. Salute the Twitch gang as well. So let's see what happens here. We're in a commercial right now. We are in a commercial. Salute to Jay. I just seen somebody join the Discord. JP, salute for joining the Discord. If you're still here on the Watchalong, trying to catch up with everything. Well, we're in a commercial right now. Salute to everyone here. It looked bleak in that third. Oh, salute, Mads, for more jewels. Salute for the silver star. Appreciate you. We're still in commercial right now. Jay, what do jewels do? I think it's just a way to it's like super stickers, but for the vertical. Or I honestly don't know. But I know it helps the channel out tremendously. That's all I know. It's like yeah, it's like I think it's like super stickers. I don't know. I sound mad unkish. I sound like the super unk. Ball inbound to A'ja Wilson. A'ja in the post against Hillman. Over to Jewel Lloyd. Back down to A'ja. Left side. Faces up on Hillman. Spins over the shoulder. Fall away. Too strong. Okot. Another rebound. Yo, if they come back and win, that's crazy. Pow with the ball. They're on an 11-0 run right now. Navarre still on the court with rookie Okot. Okot over to Pow. Pow gets it down to Okot. Gets it deflected away by Carter. Kennedy Carter, that is. 8 on the shot clock. I think it might give me money. I don't know. I'll check afterwards. Okot cooking though. I gotta give her props. Pow with the ball. Gets it out to Okot. Okot with 5 on the clock over to Leash. Leash, snatch back dribble. Leash has to take a contested 3, and it's an air ball. I'm about to say it should be a shot clock violation. It is a shot clock violation. $81-75. Aces ball. You got Cheyenne Parker Tyus, Kennedy Carter. Who else is on the court here? As they zoom out. Chelsea Gray, Jewel Lloyd, A'ja Wilson. Carter goes downhill, trying to finish with the right on the left-hand side. It's off. Navarre out to Alicia Gray. Gets it over to Hillman, and she finishes. 4-point game, people. 4-point game. Holy smokes. This is crazy. Chelsea Gray over to Asia Wilson. Back to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray dancing behind the screen. Doesn't take it. Over to Asia. Asia at the three-point line. Guarded by Hillman with 5 on the clock. She drives right, takes the bump. Fall away, can't get it. Fight for the rebound. Pow Pow chases it down. Pow Pow on the run here. Pow Pow. Corner to Navarre. Navarre pump fakes. Gets downhill. Goes for the layup. Oh, it rolls off. And the rebound hit out of bounds by Asia Wilson. Navarre. Gotta finish that. Good. Wow. What a save by... Yeah, that should have been a blocking foul, but I'm glad they didn't call it. It would have wiped away a 2-point bucket there by Hillman. But it's Atlanta ball here. The Aces are 2 for 11 in the quarter. Inbound, Canada looking, and Smesko calls a timeout. Good call there. Close game here. Rookie has done everything, India Navarre, but just not score. Missing a free throw. That layup just rolled off. Wow, we have a good one on our hands, people. This is a good one. 81-77, 2.5 to go. It's been all aces really all game until this fourth quarter. They're being outscored 14-6 in the quarter. And we have a good one here. Looking at the stats here. Let me face back to my screen over here. Asia Wilson, 18 points. She's gone quiet. She does have 4 fouls. You got 19 for Chelsea Gray. Jackie Young is the killer. 0 for 11. 0 for 5 from 3. Excuse me. She's doing everything else. She has 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. But she can't put the ball in the basket, which is the name of the game. Nalissa Smith, good minutes here. 13.6 rebounds for her. She does have 5 fouls. So she's being a little careful. Their bench, you have Kennedy Carter with 20 off the bench. 7 for Jewel Lloyd, 4 for Parker Tyus. But for the Dream, it's been a Medina Okot off the bench, 14 points, 11 rebounds. India Navarre yet to score, but 6 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal and a block. And then, of course, you got your big gun, Alisha Gray with 23. All right, back to the game. Canada gets it into Reese. Reese has checked back in for Okot. Pow Pow down the hills, tries to scoop it up. Reese offensive rebound, throws it out to Pow Pow over to Leash. Leash down to Reese. Reese out to Pow Pow. Pow Pow for 3. Oh! 1-point game, 81-80, 2:11 to go here. 16-0 run in the last 5 minutes here for the Dream. Chelsea over to Asia, top of the key here, guarded by Reese. State Farm Arena on their feet here. Asia spins into the lane and muscles it in. Tells the crowd, woo-saw. Calm down. The 3-point game here, under 2 minutes to go. Asia with 20, ball over that Leash. Guarded by Steph Talbot. Over to Pow Pow. She's played huge minutes. Oh, in and out dribble. Goes down the lane. Steph Talbot gets a hand on it and forces the turnover. Aces with the ball. Chelsea Gray slows it down. Over to Jackie Young. Back up top to Chelsea. 15 on the clock here. Chelsea Gray dancing behind the screen. Gets the screen from Asia. Picks up her dribble. Asia with 7 on the clock. Looks left. Hands it off to Jackie. She's been cold. Jackie, foul line jumper. And she's still cold. Canada with the rebound. Doesn't have numbers. Does she attack? No, she slows it down. Canada into the paint. Out to Hillman. Up top to Pow Pow. 15 on the shot clock. Pow Pow. Right side to Leash. Guarded by Talbot. Looking for Hillman. Can't get it to her. Gets the screen, though. Does she take it? 5 on the shot clock. Crossover to her left. Gets downhill. Left hand scoop. Gets fouled. And she'll go to the line for 2 free throws. 59.9 remaining on the clock here. Wow. ANgel Reese, they brought her in. That was a good choice by the coach. She got a couple offensive rebounds. She got that assist out to Pow Pow. And Pow Pow cashes out from the corner for 3. What she got now? Tahina with 19 in her start. First start of the season. Ooh, I got goosebumps here a little bit. Alisha Gray at the line for 2 free throws. First free throw is up. Cashes it in. 59.9 to go. Alicia Gray. At the line, 59.9 to go. Alicia Gray, leading scorer for the Dream. Looking for her 25th point, and she rattles it in. It's a 1-point game again. Chelsea Gray at the controls here. Guarded by Canada. 18-2 run in the last 6.5 minutes here. Chelsea Gray picks up her dribble, being hounded by Canada. Gets it to Asia, and a timeout by Becky. They were going nowhere fast. She bails them out with a timeout. So, everybody, woosah, take a breath. Whoa. 18-2 run by the Dream here. Short-handed, dealing with foul trouble. Mesco pulls an ace out of his back pocket, puts the rookie Navarre in with Okot, and the two of them, along with Leash, whittle this lead down to 1. What's up, chap? Says cool ATL uniforms with the big ATL across the chest and lowercase. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I did not see this coming. Ace is giving up the goods. Wow, wow, wow. No Ryan Howard for the Dream. They were down as many as pretty much 20 points in this game, if I recall. Let me look before I'm over here spreading false information. 19. They were down as many as 19 in this game. And they're within 1 here. Aces have only scored 2 points since the 7.5 minute mark in this quarter. 48.6 to go here. 48.6. Wow. Sold out home opener at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. Dream looked like they were going to be down and out. But let's see what happens here. I got to sit up. Chelsea Gray with the ball here to inbound. There's 12 on the shot clock. They get it into Asia. Asia, top of the key here. Asia on an island with ANgel Reese. She turns. She spins back left. She dribbles off her foot. Canada with the steal. Canada, this is with Chelsea Gray in her side. Euro step. Finish. Oh, she finishes with the left. Holy smokes. 20-2 run, 30 seconds to go. They've come all the way back. They haven't led since like the first quarter. Chelsea Gray with the ball. 10 on the shot clock. Dribbles right. No foul. They call a foul on the Dream. A foul to give on Atlanta. Holy. Asia Wilson, the MVP, turns and dribbles the ball off her foot. Canada on the spot. Has Chelsea Gray in her sights. Hits her with the Euro. And finishes with the left hand. Oh, Canada. Oh, that was a little flopping action going. People just throwing their heads back on that screen. Whoa. Timeout called. Holy crap, people. This is crazy. Holy crap. 84, 83, 22.6 to go. They're on like a 22-2 run here. Oh, nah. I did not see this coming at all, people. They have outscored them 21-8 in the quarter. Wow. Jackie Young, I got to look at you. Jackie Young, 0 for 12. I got to look at you if they lose this game. 0 for 12. Not going to get it done. But listen, credit Atlanta. Never gave up. Just kept fighting. Messed with a couple rotations here. And they have a 1-point lead, people. 1-point lead. Whoa. Yeah, Kendrick. Yeah. Listen, man, this is exactly why my money stays in my pocket and not on FanDuel. This is exactly why. Chap says he wants OT. BVG on TikTok says he got him at +4.5. Wow. Good catch there. Wow. All right. Atlanta ball. Aces ball here. Another inbound play. Let's see if they turn it over again. Chelsea Gray to inbound once more. Gets it over to Jewel Lloyd. Back to Chelsea. 10 on the shot clock, though. Chelsea spins, goes center of the floor. Chelsea tries to bully her way in, tries to go off glass, can't get it. Asia can't get the rebound. Fight for it. Jewel dives on the floor, and they're in the corner. We can't see. Everybody standing up in the corner, so you couldn't really see. And it's a jump ball with 8.5 seconds to go here. Holy. Defense. Chelsea Gray off balance, one-legged fight for the rebound. It bounces all the way to the corner. Jackie Young trying to call a timeout. She's on her back, but the ref calls a jump ball here. 8.5 to go. Ref is wiping down the basketball here. Trying to make sure it's as dry as possible. This is a big play here. Atlanta, according to the sign, they have one timeout left. It doesn't look like the Aces have any timeouts, but I'm unsure in that department there. No, sometimes the graphics can be wrong, though. Wow, 8.5 to go. This would be a huge morale boost here for the Dream in their quest to be labeled one of the contenders. Jump ball between... Oh, they get it over to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray spins. 5 on the clock. Fall away jumper. And she rattles it in. Chelsea Gray. Whoa. Chelsea Gray, her patented one-leg fall away from the mid-range. You know she's a mid-range monster. And she yells out a primal yell there, walking back to the bench. What a shot there. There's good defense, just way better offense. Whoa. Chelsea Gray from about 10 feet out. Canada got the best of her the first time. She said, this time, I will not be denied. Drove left, spun back right, gets right in front of the basket, fall away, rattles it in. What can you say? She's hit that shot a bunch. Chelsea Gray. Wow, big shot. Huge shot. 3.6 seconds to go. 1-point game. Atlanta's used their last timeout of the match. No fouls to give, so any fouls results in free throws. Let's see what happens here. Salute to everyone tuning in for the last quarter of this game. If you joined just now, Atlanta has gone on like a crazy 22 to 4 run. They took the lead a couple times in the last minute, but Chelsea Gray, she's been here, done that, just hits what could be potentially the game decider. But there's 3.6 seconds to go here. It's Atlanta ball. They have Canada, Hillman, Reese. Who else is there? Pow Pow on the court for the Dream. You got Jewel, Steph Talbot, Young, Gray, and Wilson for the Aces. ANgel Reese to inbound. ANgel Reese looking, and they timeout. They have a timeout? Oh, it's the reset timeout. They still had a reset timeout. So you can't huddle. So he calls the reset timeout. They just get another shot at it. That was dangerous. They don't show the reset timeouts on the graphic. So they have to get it in here. So now Pow Pow is going to inbound. First open person, you got to get it to him. So Leash comes off the screen. Alicia Gray gets the ball poked away by Chelsea Gray. They throw the outlet, and that's the game. Wow. Vegas escape after blowing a 19-point lead. They escape by 1, 85-84. They move to 4-0 on the road, 4-1 on the season. Wow. So they went Reese to inbound the first time. They called the timeout. They went Pow Pow to inbound the second time. Got it to Alicia Gray. She drives left, gets the ball poked away, and there's no time left. Wow. What a good game, people. What a good game. They're showing the replay here. Pow Pow gets it into the player you want with the ball. Alicia Gray tries to go. Chelsea Gray pokes it right away, and that decides it. She hits the game winner on one end, hits the game leading shot on one end, and then the defensive deciding play, the game deciding play, I should say, on the other. Wow. Aaliyah Nye and Asia Wilson hug at half court, the ex teammates with the Aces, but wow. What a game that was, people. What a game. Dream made it interesting toward the end. But in the end, the defending champions pull out a victory from the jaws of defeat. Holy crap, people. Let's take a look at the box score. That was crazy. They made that way more interesting than it needed to be, but I appreciate them for it. Look at the quarter score in here, people. 24-23 in the first, 27-21 in the second, 24-19 in the third. They get outscored 21-10 in the fourth. The Aces do, and win by 1. Wow. They had 2 starters who didn't even score. None for Talbot and Jackie Young. 0 for 12 for Jackie. 20 for Asia. 21 for Chelsea. 13 for Nalissa Smith. Off the bench, you got 20 from Kennedy Carter. But for the Dream, 25 for Alicia Gray. Reese finishes with 9 points, 8 rebounds, 8 turnovers, though. Naz Hillman with 6 and 5. Pow Pow hit some big shots down the stretch, 19 for her. Jordan Canada with 11, had 7 steals in the game. Defensive menace. Off the bench, Medina Okot with 14 points in 16 minutes, 11 rebounds to go along with it. She played really well. Navarre didn't score, but she had some big defensive stops and some rebounds. 6 rebounds, 3 assists for India Navarre. But in the end, the defending champs snatch victory from the jaws of defeat, 85-84. What a game that was, though, people. What a game. I have no complaints there. All right, y'all. I got to run to work. I'm glad this didn't go to overtime, or else I would have been pushing it. I appreciate everyone who tuned in, subscribed, liked, gave some super stickers, some jewels, all the gifts, all that stuff. I'll be back tomorrow for who was it? Dallas plays somebody tomorrow. Let me look before tomorrow's the 18th. Dallas and Washington tomorrow. I'll be back for that game, so make sure y'all meet me on the stream. That game's on NBC and Peacock as well. Until next time, appreciate you guys. It's Jay Jordan. I'm out. Salute.